All right. We're Welcome to AD2L Challenger League Week 7. This is going to be GRIN Smoke versus Mary Todd Lincoln, as you saw in the starting soon screen. Mary Todd Lincoln is coming into this Week 7 game of groups at a 10-2 record, while GRIN Smoke is coming in at an 8-4 record. GRIN Smoke, interesting stats. GRIN Smoke is the highest average MMR team in all of Challenger League, while Mary Todd Lincoln is the lowest MMR team in all of Challenger League on average. But Mary Todd Lincoln is leading Challenger League in terms of wins at 10. They are looking to have their best overall season as an organization with this series. If they can win one game, I think that ties the record. If they win both, that becomes their new record for wins as an organization. So Kino's trying to lead his team to a 12-win season here, have their best regular season as an organization. As well, I'm also joined here tonight by my good friend Arrow. He's going to be helping me co-cast, just so I'm not shoutcasting and ruining my voice entirely on my own. So yeah, it's going to be me and Arrow with you guys tonight for these two games between Smoke and Mary Todd Lincoln.
Yes, it's going to be a good couple of games, I hope. We're already pretty far into the ban phase here, and some interesting bans. Not really entirely sure what the idea behind the Undying ban is. I don't feel like that hero is really worth a ban unless somebody on Mary Todd plays it extremely well. Kind of seems bit.
It's one of Kino's better heroes.
Is it?
So,
Okay.
yeah. His hero pool is not very. It's not overall limited. It's just I think he's the lowest MMR player on average in this series. So
Okay.
he has quite a few heroes he's good at, but then there's quite a few heroes he's relatively great at. That'd be like his Undying, his Jakiro. Those are probably two of his best heroes. I know his Jakiro's gotten through in most of the series so far this season for Mary Todd Lincoln. I know Kino really likes his Jakiro, even though Jakiro's not the best of heroes, but I know that's one of his more comfort heroes. I do know that Hoodwink is yeah, sorry, I have them flipped. So yeah, I do know that Hoodwink ban is a respect ban to Aelarath because he is a mid player, but his mid pool outside Invoker is relatively weird, I'll say, in a way. He plays a lot of weird heroes mid. He likes his Hoodwink mid. His build. One thing we got to watch out for is Aelarath's builds for whatever he does happen to go on whatever hero he has. He has interesting builds that sometimes work and sometimes don't, but
Player after my own heart.
yeah, he does some weird builds. They either work or they don't. Most of the time, he's very systematic about what he does with his items. So he tests them out and builds them for specific heroes, even though in theory they shouldn't really work. He just does them and it works out in his favor anyway.
The rest of the bans are pretty standard, in my opinion. All of MTL's, all these heroes are pretty strong right now, from what I've been looking at in the previous couple days. As well as like Pugna Venge. Those heroes are always annoying to deal with. First couple picks, pretty standard as well. Shadow Shaman, Crystal Maiden, both. The CM's a little odd. Picking it this early.
CM's relatively high pick overall. The hero got a couple buffs in the recent patches, so I do know CM's gotten better as a hero, just because despite removing her ability on her shard to move around in her ulti, they replaced it with a clone that you can set off automatically if you cast a spell on it.
They moved it to her Ags, didn't they? The ability to move, or
no, they completely removed that.
They completely removed it.
Yeah, they just so they removed it, but then they added abilities that are just better. The one hero I'm seeing banned out from Mary Todd Lincoln.
No, they moved it. They did move it to the Ag Scepter.
Oh, yeah,
Freezing Field allows move and cast during Freezing Field. You can cast what? Wow. Okay, sorry. Anyway, sorry.
An interesting ban coming up from Mary Todd Lincoln. I just think the hero is really weak overall right now. Is the Juggernaut. I don't.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's like a C, not even like a D F tier carry hero. I just think that hero's absolutely terrible because they moved his spin around. They reduced a lot of the damage, so Jug level 1, level 2 spin just doesn't do damage anymore. So banning out the Juggernaut feels weird for me by MTL. It might be just one of the comfort heroes for Grin Smoke's carry. I
Hmm.
just I just think Juggernaut's just a really bad hero. Then the last two bans are targeted towards young Ailorath, his Hoodwink Invoker taken out. They MTL now could if they pick Disrupty here, that either could be a, in all
Oh.
honesty, it could be a 5 disruptor or it could be a mid disruptor because then we got one of the single best heroes right now in terms of the offlane patch in Mars. Big, that hero just if you go a specific build, you do a lot of damage.
I have seen some pretty funny clips online about that build. Isn't it like you just get like a divine rapier and you just like a desolator divine and you're like your shield bash just does like 5,000 damage or something?
No, instead you actually go Revenant's Brooch and Divine
Oh,
Rapier.
because it's magic. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
yeah, that it just does like 5,000 crit.
That is a very interesting pick to me in the Timbersaw after seeing the Mars.
It's
So
interesting as well, just because you already have catch for it. You have the Crystal Maiden, who can catch you, and then you have a
yeah,
Mars who says, "Oh yeah, you want to get out? No."
you know, you have the hero that has the largest destruction of trees in the entire game in the Mars.
And Timbersaw, he destroys trees himself.
Sure, I think Mars is like one spell clears out more.
Yeah,
We'll see though.
I
I
mean it
maybe
does.
maybe we're underestimating the Timbersaw and he's just a god tier. Whoever's going to be playing, I don't know the team.
It could be a mid Timbersaw. I don't know if Ailorath plays it.
Oh boy.
This is more than likely an off-lane Timbersaw.
Shadow Demon. I like that pick.
Um, I haven't played much with Ailorath recently, but Shadow Demon feels like a hero up his.
So
He's a
basically, what you're saying is any one of these three heroes could go to Ailorath right now.
yeah. Ailorath, just think of a Archon version of Topson, and that's what you get with Ailorath. You have an
That's pretty big
Arc.
praise.
Yeah, he's basically how Topson just picks weird crap and it just works mid. That's what Ailorath does. He just picks weird crap mid and it works. I can't even is. I think he's no. He's. I think he's actually Legend 2 now. So the Legend version of Topson, in terms of just
Oh.
picking a weird hero and taking it mid. I do like the Shadow Demon though. It does help against Mars and reduce his ability to live for a long duration.
Oh, a priestess of the moon?
Yeah, this
I
is.
don't like that. That's really weak against three of the heroes you have, or two of the enemy heroes.
Mirana though is one of the stronger heroes of the patch right now.
Yeah.
It is highly picked. They could run. They're more than likely going to run this as a 4 Mirana. Oh, or it could be a mid Mirana. I've seen that a couple times, but
What
it's
was this
already.
a deny pick actually? Does
Uh,
Ailereth play Mirana mid, and they were
I
gonna like try to do some cheeky plays with the Shadow Demon Mirana combo?
I don't think so, but it probably could be a deny pick because they do have a lot of good setup for Mirana with
Yeah,
Shadow Demon and Shadow Shaman. They do
a lot
have
of
good
shadows
set.
going on.
Yeah, they do have good setup between the demon and shaman of the shadows for Mirana, so it probably could be a deny pick. I'm not sure. I just know Mirana is one of the stronger heroes of the patch right now.
Okay. Pangolier.
That's probably a mid Pangolier. I would have to believe that hero is just
That's a pretty good pick here.
that
It,
hero.
it
That
Oh
hero.
wait, no, it's wait. Does Shadow Demon Purge go through his role? It does, right?
I'm not sure how that interaction works. It should in theory, but I know it doesn't stop the roll. But I think it can get rid of the shield crash damage
Okay.
mitigation.
I can't wait to see that interaction. Hopefully, we get to see that interaction, because if so, that is actually a really bad pick. But if it doesn't work like that, it's still a pretty decent pick because Timbersaw hates dealing with it, and so does Shadow Shaman.
Then the carry of the patch, picked by MTL here.
Life steal her.
This is probably the single best carry of the patch outside Luna Sven. But then again, this hero plays well up against Luna Sven, so it doesn't really matter.
Interesting. So looking at the teams here, I'm really not sure where these heroes are going, except the Life Stealer on MTL.
They do have a delivery system, in theory, with the Timber Saw for the Life Stealer, so Life Stealer does have a way to get into fights easier. It's just a matter of if MTL wants to pick a better hero for Life Stealer to infest to get into fights a little bit easier.
I'm looking at like mids here for MTL. I feel like they should get something. I was gonna actually suggest something like an OD because they have a lot of like catch. They don't have a lot of damage output at the moment. Yes, Lifestealer will later on in the game, but if you don't have the damage output in the early game, then I don't think you make it to the late game with Smoke's lineup. Because they are going to be running at you with this Mars and Potom and Pangolier.
Yeah, they'll probably run at you off cooldown of
Arena
with Moonlight Shadow and Arena.
Yeah. They banned the puck, so they are thinking about delivery systems for the Lifestealer as well from on Smoke.
It feels like Smoke's hero draft, they don't really care what MTL picks. They're picking their own draft that works with what they want to do. They have a lot of team fighting damage to put into a Mars Arena with their heroes. So I feel like they're banning to go against, to ban out MTL's comfort, but they're picking their own comfort as well. They're not really caring what they're seeing come out from MTL. They're just picking comfort.
Banning the Faceless Void. Not a hero I would have actually expected to see, because it doesn't... I don't really think it would have gone well with their team.
It is one of the best hero-to-hero counters for Lifestealer.
Sure.
So that's why you would ban out Void, just so that your Lifestealer actually is able to have a game. Interestingly, on Dota Buff, the one hero I saw that counters out Lifestealer, I don't know if Smoke looked at this, but actually could work well with their team, could be a carry Clinks. Because I know, because I looked at Dota Buff, and I believe Clinks had a 55% win rate against Lifestealer. I don't know if anybody's even looked at that, but I did some research just because I got tired of playing against carry Lifestealer. I'm like, how do I beat it?
They're gonna pick the Rattle Trap. That's a mid clock, right?
Yeah, that's a mid clock.
Okay, so their delivery system is going to be Clockwork more often than the Timbersaw, most likely. That does give early damage to them too.
It's either
Battery Assault is very strong.
Yeah, it's either a mid Clockwork or a mid Shadow Demon, one of the two, or mid Shadow Shaman. It's one of the three heroes.
I feel like you want the mid clock. I feel like you want Clockwork to get the early hook shot, just so you can, instigate more and show up more with. Mostly it would just be the Shadow Demon, but I feel like those two heroes roaming around can kill just about anybody on the map.
Yeah, the one carry I think probably fits best for Smoke here that I like a lot could be a Luna. It is available.
So I think I would prefer to see a Sven, personally. Lifestealer might be able to eat him a bit, but Sven's damage output is so...
They go with a Medusa. Alright. They don't really have the greatest counter to Medusa, so this isn't a bad Medusa pick either.
Yeah. However, I am a little bit worried about the slows and the lockdown that they do have. Like, you throw a Medusa in Cogs, I mean, she's in a bit of trouble.
They do have protection, though, against the Cogs with the Moonlight Shadow Arena on top. They do have ways to get their Medusa out. This is probably going to be a good early... at least 4-staff game for Kareem on the Medusa.
So looking at this game, what would we think in that? I feel like MTL needs to end the game by 35, 45 minutes. If it goes past that, I think Smoke takes it.
Yeah, just with that. The weird thing is with Smoke's draft, I like their first four heroes. It's a high paced draft. You want to go, go, go. And then you slow your draft down a lot by picking this Medusa.
Which is another reason I would have liked the Spin. Spin is it just comes online a lot quicker. I mean, I like you said, they don't have a whole lot to deal with the Dusa, but they do have enough to like cause issues if they
Yeah.
get ahead. And Dusa does not like being behind.
The one thing I do know though is Medusa really just won't have to struggle in lane. Just because Timbersaw doesn't eat through her mana that quickly. Shadow Demon does in theory. But they in lane wise, Medusa shouldn't have any problems if she just gets a magic wand. Just because it's a Timber Shadow Demon lane, you don't have to really worry. That's a lot of mana coming back to you. So I'd like to see an early wand. Yeah, we see the early magic stick. But I'm gonna introduce the teams here. We
Yep.
got Kino on the Shadow Shaman, Hakito on the Timbersaw, Ailorath on the Mid Clockwork, Swag on the Carry Lifestealer, and Jester on the Support Shadow Demon. On the side of Grin Smoke, we got Lucky Day on the Crystal Maiden, Irasan on the Support Marana, Old Ramen on the Offlane Mars, Cream on the Carry Medusa, and Ham City on the Mid Pangolier. Doesn't look like we're going to have a early fight here. It just looks like it's going to be a straight trade of 2 runes for 2 runes. Ailorath is... He's just looking to get a good block, help himself against this Pango. He's not going to have the easiest of lanes, but the one thing I'm going to have to watch out for is the weird build coming out from Ailorath. Just because he will probably pull out a weird build on this Clockwork. I don't know what he'll pull out, if it's going to be normal or not.
Took Rocket Flare level 1, so it's already kind of strange. I mean, I guess you're going mid, so Battery Assault might not be the best, but I still feel like Battery Assault's the better spell most of the time.
It's against a Pangolier. You're just probably trying to secure some last hits, get you some extra
Yeah.
damage.
That's true. So off lane is going to be the Mars and the Marana against the Life Stealer and who? Shaman, it
Shadow
looks
Shaman.
like.
The one thing they got to worry about on the side of MTL here is spear into arrow combo. If they do get speared to a tree, the arrow's going to come right behind it. It's going to be a lot of damage.
I was about to say this. I think for the first 2 or 3 waves, Marana's just going to focus on getting the range creep with it. Push the wave into the tower against the Life Stealer, who has good base damage, but can struggle if you're not well practiced in your tower last hitting. But
The lane...
I say that and then they pull it back, so.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what lane to watch out for in terms of who's going to kill and do what.
I think the lane with the least kill potential is mid. And after that is top lane. I think bottom lane is going to be the best lane to watch.
Lucky Day is getting gone upon here. He's trapped by the illusion from Jester.
Trapped. Wow. As I say, that top lane is probably the second boring.
Jester trapped the Crystal Maiden in the tiny little corner of trees here with the illusions and just started beating him down.
Kino, get out of chat.
Kino, you gotta game. That tells me Kino dies here relatively soon.
In the next 5 minutes, he dies.
The next 5 minutes, Kino will end up dying. He is out of. He is
It's
in a
right
weird.
here. It has got to be right
He
here.
is in a weird position. Oh,
Nope.
arrow. No, arrow. Jester is just beating up on this Lucky Day CM though.
I'm really surprised at this. I really expected CM. Well, she didn't take Frostbite, so I guess that's the biggest reason. I understand that the Crystal Nova is the better early one spell, but when it comes to trading, Frostbite's just so much stronger. You're able to right click while your opponent isn't. Especially after seeing that Shadow Demon went Disruption level 1, I really feel like maybe you hold your spell until you see what Shadow Demon has.
Yeah. The one thing I am gonna point out here is in terms of Ailorath's weird build, he's queued up the double cloak, so there is that.
That doesn't stack, right?
It does.
It does it stack diminishingly?
It stacks not even diminishingly, it stacks straight out.
Huh. All right.
Oh, it's Kino's wife is who's in chat, that's why.
Oh, okay. A dedicated groupie. What a way of saying that.
Dedicated groupie, aka married to the man.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Ailorath, I knew there was something weird about his build with Clockwork, and that was it. He goes double cloak. I don't know if he builds it into 2 items, but oh, Marana. Oh, Marana's being gone on here.
It's just yeah, but it's just the shaman. He's just poking and prodding. She's been below like 50 HP for like the majority of this lane so far, and that's not likely to change. Arrow, but misses. Hits a creep though.
It's the small camp. There's only one creep left there.
Lucky Day's doing a very good job of just continually pulling this lane.
Probably should be stacking and pulling it just to ensure that that creep wave just completely dies off, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a half a wave pushing back in, but that's about it.
Better work harder next time. Love the banter.
Lucky Day, Cream is going the mildly meta Medusa build right now. The
getting the mana boots.
Yeah, they're the arcane boots where you just don't die at all that easy.
I'm really surprised that this bottom lane's been so chill with the potential combo of Marana and Mars.
Yeah, and with Kino playing very aggressive too,
Right.
which is weird to me. Like Kino's been in their face. He could.
Oh, arrow comes out. Oh, but it hits the creep.
Like I'm just surprised they haven't made a go on Kino or that Irasan hasn't told Old Ramen, hey, the shaman's out of position. Murder him, please.
Top lane. Never mind. It looked like they were diving, but they're not.
No, they're just pushing into the tower.
What the hell? So Ailorath went to chainmails as well.
I told you, man has weird builds.
By the way, is your stream 18 plus? Am I allowed to cuss or should I
You can
not?
cuss, I don't care.
Okay. This is fucking weird.
Yeah. I told you, Ailorath does weird builds. It's Ailorath special.
Okay.
I know this.
Interesting place for a ward. I feel like that might get dewarded. Is there? Okay, never mind. What was that? Oh, sorry, I had a pop up.
Oh. Oh.
Good disruption.
Yeah.
Make sure the snake doesn't hit.
Yeah. No mana back to the Medusa, just wasting a lot more of her mana that she doesn't really have the ability to get rid of. Why is she just holding her mana boots away from herself? That's delivery. Thank you. Deliver your own mana boots, please.
Yummy
we
mana.
do have Ham City rotating down bottom. There could be finally a go on this bot lane.
I mean, I'm surprised it's taken this long, and it looks like that is going to be the play here. The roll comes out.
Yeah. Oh, arrow. Oh, arrow hit. I thought it completely missed.
In trouble here. Lifestealer has to rage to get away. Not backing
Swag's
up all the way.
fine. We do have a counter rotation out here by Ailorath, but I don't think it's going to be to any avail. No, he's just kind of walking out.
If he had thrown the hook, they might have been able to get something, but it...
Pango's, his only real hook target is the Mars.
Pango was out of mana though. If he had looked, he would have seen that he was out of mana. Sure, he had bottle shots, but you can't really bottle shot when you're being wailed upon by a Lifestealer and a Clockwork.
Yeah. This Timber has fallen really behind in terms of the experience compared to Cream.
We expected this though, right? Like like you said, Medusa versus Timbersaw is It's not very good for the Timbersaw. He doesn't do enough damage.
I mean, it's surprising both the Dire safe lane heroes are level 5 while Radiants are both level 4.
Oh, bottom lane. Oh,
He has
Mars TP's out.
Mars TP's out for free. Your son almost dies, but it's completely fine.
This Clockwork mid seems to have failed. Sitting at 32-2 against 43-13.
He is gonna get the regen rune if he scouts it. No.
No, he doesn't care about no regen rune, dude. He knows it's there. Like he has a ward.
How did? Okay, they just dove Timber.
They killed Timber.
Yeah, they just
Okay.
dove him. All right.
Cool.
I didn't think Timber would be able to die in this lane. Like it just
Overextension, maybe.
probably overextended. Like that's just not a relatively high kill lane for against a Timber. But seems they're able to lock him down long enough.
CM does have 3 points into Frostbite, so it is a pretty decent 2.5 seconds. Not a bad stun.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds and then 7-second cooldown. So it's about just under 50% uptime on that ability. Oh.
Disruption comes out onto the Deuce. This is not going to happen.
Yeah.
They never get that kill.
Kareem just, plus he has 21 charges. He just walks away from it for free.
Yeah. So he lost a little bit of mana, but had mana boots ready, so.
But Hachito Timbersaw has to be careful, or Ham City did TP in on the Pango. And he's already died once, and he's putting himself further behind. Ham City
roll.
Queuing up the roll. Oh, he's probably gonna get gone here. They probably pop the roll. Or
A good Timber chain.
Late. Good Timber.
Oh, got knocked down to the bottom. Save his life?
No. He gets frozen. Oh, the hook gets blocked by Kino. Oh no.
They're gonna still be able to get the kill.
They're gonna get the Crystal Maiden, but they lose two. They lose both the offlane for it. That's not ideal. The hook is blocked by Kino, and then your Shadow Demon dies on the backside. You still get the Maiden in the end, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's one of those things like you're Timbersaw, you're expecting to be a bit tankier maybe, so you're playing a bit aggressive, but you've already died once. You should have known that you can die now.
Yeah, this Timber is not going to be relatively tanky just because he only has 1 level in radioactive armor. Reactive armor.
Reactive armor. He's not a nuclear bomb.
I mean, with his Ags he is.
Is that the one where like you're able to just activate? Yeah, you get max stacks of reactive armor and it does damage.
Yeah. So he is a nuke. That's why it's.
And that's later on. Lifestealer, I think he overreacted there. I don't think he needed to infest a creep. Yeah.
Maybe he's just trying to last it with the range. He's just trying to do some silly.
Oh. Deny up top to a neutral creep. Hook shot comes in.
Hook shot in onto Ham City's Pangolier. He doesn't have hook, but he does have a haste rune to not get out. Aelirath has Blade Mail completed. That just kills the Pango. Top lane's turning out this. What we initially thought was a really bad Clockwork pick turned out not to be too terribly bad. But probably his life is
what I was worried about for the. That's what I was worried about with the Medusa. If she gets trapped in cogs, she's dead.
Yeah. Top lane, despite getting bodied, both teams bring 4 heroes into this top lane, and MTL comes out on top, only losing. Yeah, it's a 1-for-4 trade there.
Very well played from them. Technically, it was a 1-for-2. The Shadow Demon did get a deny though, so.
Yeah, Shadow Demon denied himself the creeps, so.
And he's gonna. Oh, nope.
Ham City more than likely kills
Yeah, a little
here.
bit of a misplay there from
Yeah,
Shadow Demon.
Kino, you got to be careful here too. This Pango has a
Well,
arcane rune, but Ham City, you got to be careful now.
back and forth, back and forth.
And the one player benefiting from all of this, Life Stealer, completely.
He is top of net worth right now. It's
Yeah.
pretty impressive considering his lane wasn't like super free. And but what is he going? He's going the Radiance. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's going the meta build.
yeah, he's gonna be able to like participate relatively soon. He's already got the armlet. Oh my god, the Mars got pulled in from the.
Cream needs to be careful. They're going on the Medusa here top. Just hit your way out. Get yourself out of the cogs.
I think she's just
Yeah,
dead.
she's just dead now. She waited too long to try to hit the cogs.
Arrow comes out, but now
Way too late.
yeah, there was no rotation speed there. Oh, I think
They popped the
No?
Moonlight Shadow, probably trying to look for a kill somewhere.
perhaps. And this is what I was worried about with the Medusa. She's starting to fall behind. She's sixth net worth. She's below every other core in the game right now. That's not what you want to see as a Medusa.
Not at all. At this point, your support should just be making stacks for your Medusa to try to recover somehow into this game.
They did have one stack, but it looks like it got taken by somebody. I'm not sure who. Maybe the Mars.
Mars or
Who
Medusa. Or
is
Mars or...
on-
Oh! Timbersaw's caught in no man's land. He's not able to get out.
He's dead. Good ult there from CM. Mars is almost done with his Blink Dagger, though. He's only about 100 gold away from it, so he'll be able to start getting active on the map with the arena and potentially start creating a lot of space here for the Dusa.
Yeah, if anything, GRIN Smoke should probably look to make a smoke play off of the blink timing from Old Ramen. Let Medusa just hit creeps, get back into the game, just play around his 4. I mean, you slowed your own draft, and with this last pick Medusa, you gotta play with the dice you gave yourself.
They see the Mars. Are they going to try for the hook here? They got a couple heroes rotating over here on a smoke or MTL.
Yeah, it's gonna
They find a Pango.
Ham
He's gonna
City.
die.
Yeah, Ham City just dies here, and
And
Lucky
it
Day
looks like-
is life is forfeit as well.
Yeah, and Lifesteal actually gets involved in that one. He gets the kill, so he's doing fantastic. He's almost done with a Sacred Relic at 15 minutes in, after
wow.
completing an armlet.
That should signal to Smoke that the MTL does have a ward there. I mean, you're walking uphill mostly blind, so I don't know why you're doing that in general.
Mars Arena Blink is available. They might want to take a fight here. They have CM ult in 10 seconds.
And they have Pango responding right now. They need to be patient here. Just wait for your Pango to TP in. There's the go.
They get the go. Are they going to be able to do enough damage?
Kino's gonna die. Is Aelarath gonna fall as well? There is an Invis rune. Oh, he doesn't even feel the need to pop it.
Back.
Jester
Timbersaw's
does
got-
have disruption, just doesn't pop it.
2 for nil, but you popped 3 big ults actually.
They didn't use the.
They didn't use roll, but they used Moonlight Shadow and they used CM ult.
And Medusa just now is getting stone.
Arrow
Bears.
hits the mark on the Shadow Demon way behind. Disruption.
Oh, disruption. Ham City. Oh no. Oh, Aelarath might just die here.
Lucky
No.
Day's in a lot of trouble too. He got trapped by the snakes.
Aelarath had that Invis rune from earlier.
He gets arrowed again.
He's just eating arrows to the face.
This poor guy.
Oh, Ham City has a blink on this finger there. All right.
Yeah, I saw that. What is Clockwork going? This is the hero I'm most interested in at the moment.
Well, he has one of his cloaks.
I wonder if he's actually going to get the second. He has the money for the second. Oh, no, wait, they raised the price, didn't
It's
they?
800 gold now, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He is not. He's going to go for the much smarter play of a Crimson Guard.
I don't know if Crimson's what you really need here for your team.
At the moment, most of the damage is
Not,
physical.
I mean, a lot of the burst though is magic.
Arrow's magical. The Pangolier jump is actually that's physical too. The roll is
Yeah, but
magic.
he does have the maelstrom. Oh, the
Arena
blinks!
misses
The
the
arena spear misses, but Kino's gonna die anyway. Irasan bursted by the timber saw. Kino obviously had an idea that that ward was there, but just doesn't get time to deward it.
Pangolier DCs.
Yep.
Rage quit.
Is this ward by MTL in range of the? I don't
Sentry?
think it is.
No.
It's just outside range.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What items do we have coming queued up? We got the Yules from Mars coming in. We got a mech coming in for Marana. Shard coming for Shadow Demon. Blink coming for the Timber Saw. Nearly getting closer and closer every minute to this Radiance for Life Stealer. Aelarath queuing up that Crimson Guard we saw. Kino with a
gold.
Blink. Medusa does get the early Hurricane Pike, so it does have a way out of...
I think that's the best place you could have gone for.
Yeah, it does get herself an easy, quick way out of Cogs. Probably just needed the Force Staff, if anything, because you need to build damage on this Medusa. You're already falling behind. I know Hurricane Pike keeps you alive, but... yeah.
I mean, it does give a little bit of damage. It gives 20 agility, so she gets a little bit from it.
I mean, you just hit like such a wet whoopee cushion with this build right now.
Sure, but she doesn't really care, right? Like she wants her team to like be the ones fighting. She doesn't want to show up unless it's at a tower. She wants to just be all farming ancient creeps or her jungle, the enemy ancients. She doesn't want to show up, so I don't think she cares too much about her damage at the moment.
I just think you're kind of putting yourself on a... I mean, Butterfly's really good on this here. You're putting yourself on a... you need to put yourself on a... you just need to force MTL on a timer with this Medusa, and you're just not forcing the Medusa onto a timer.
Shadow... I don't know if you said it already, but Shadow Demon has his Axe Shard.
Yeah. I think the next item for this Ham City Pangolier probably should be the Diffusal Blade.
Mm.
Then CM with a Force Staff is coming up.
I would like to see a little bit more damage on the Pango.
Yeah,
he has the Blink, he has the Maelstrom, but...
I think his next item more than likely is just the Diffusal Blade. That's just standard for that hero. Possibly go into Mana Boots yourself so you don't have to worry. I mean, you do have a Maiden. You do have a Marana with Mana Boots. So there already are 2 Mana Boots on the team. But it's just so you're a little more self-sufficient.
A lot of heroes down here bottom.
Could be a fight outbreaking soon. Swag does have his Radiance if he just pops over to the Secret Shop. So this is a...
Smoke's too interested in this, though.
Yeah, it is a 19-minute Armlet Radiance on this.
That's really good timing.
Oh, little awkward there for a moment.
Decent couple hits. They're gonna be able to get some.
Cream's caught in these wards here, but a big blinking Mars Arena by Old Ramen just to clean up everybody else.
Wow! Did you see the timing on that? He waited for the Lifestealer to pop out and then immediately blinks speared into the wall.
Even though Swag just did get his Radiance, you can't. It's not really a fighting item. You need that SNY as well on top of it. But great play by there by Old Ramen with the perfect time on the Blink Arena, not allowing Swag to have any impact on the fight.
And again, I said it earlier. I think Lifestealer. I think he's a little nervous because he jumped in very early. He still had his rage up, but he immediately jumped into somebody as soon as the fight started instead of raging and like trying to fight.
One thing I'm concerned not seeing on Swag's Lifestealer, though, is the Ag Shard queued up. I think he should get his Ag Shard after he gets this SNY. It allows you to live and fight. And we were talking about Cream being bottom of the net worth in terms of all the cores, but all of a sudden he's chasing Lifestealer down with 2 good fights in a row. Deuce is doing Deuce of things.
Yeah, the fact that that one fight happened at their tier 2, that's exactly what I was saying. Medusa won't want to show up, but if it happens out of tower, sure.
Like, oh, my team's right there. Sure, I'll join you guys. That's
Hell yeah.
fine. Hell yeah, easy. I'll join.
MTL is taking their shrine, tormentor. Sorry.
Probably hoping to get that onto Jester. And it is
Goes
going to
to
go
Kino.
into... I mean, both of the support shards are really good here. So either option was really good.
I want to see Smoke pick up the pace right now. I want them to be smoking around and looking for kills.
Like you probably don't feel too ahead with the kill score only being 10 to 15. Hi, Revamp. Why is this not working? Oh, it's 'cause
They are going to smoke up. They throw out a good scan as well. They know somebody's in the triangle. They don't know who it is, but whoever it is also smoked up.
Aelarath is out of position here, but he does have a haste room, but it gets
He does
burned.
get Yule.
Oh,
but they
mistimed.
It's okay. He's still dead.
Should be.
What?
It's gonna take him a while to die. MTL is
Oh,
bringing numbers in though.
Misses.
Old
Oh,
Ramen
no.
completely butchering the fight for his team with that mistiming of the Yule's spear.
Taking on the back line. Cleans
City
up.
trying to kill Aelarath still, but looks like he's just gonna walk away. We sung Old Ramen's praises and then
Mistiming on that spear. Pretty unfortunate.
if they're able to get the timing on that spear, it's probably a free kill on Aelarath.
Yusa finishes up her mantle
City. You're
now.
running
He's
in.
still
Oh,
here? Good blink.
just go home. Ham City, please, just go home. You're fine.
Oh gosh.
Well,
I don't think they had a way to cancel it
They
anyway.
didn't. Yeah, they didn't take a checker on that last tree.
Hey, look, this is something you do. You come to your core's lane to steal the farm.
Well, I'm usually the core already in that lane, so that'd be more of a mirror style play. Follow Simba around. Oh hey, creep that you haven't touched yet.
Now tier 2 top lane. I don't think this should be a fight you take on MTL.
I mean, it might be. Medusa and Pango are completely nowhere near, and the Pango has no health, no HP. It's just gonna take the
Arrow.
while for this Pango to be able to join this fight. They don't know that because they don't know where Pango's at, but you got 20 seconds on Pango's TP before he can join this fight.
It looks like they're gonna take it. Dusa's here. She has her Manta style as well.
Does look like there's a fight geared up here soon.
DD on the Timbersaw. That's a bit scary. Who is finished with a blink now. I don't know if he just got that or what, but
Revamp, what? I saw you were playing in tournament games. Who are you standing in for?
Smoke.
There's a smoke out here by Smoke.
Living up to the name, they get the Yules. Are they gonna be able to get the spear? Yes.
Old Drummond finally gets the timing. Kino died before getting anything off in this game. Aelarath does capture Lucky Day, so it is going to be a support for support trade here. No. The Stone Gaze saves Lucky Day for the time being. He's able to finally get this ulti off. Aelarath gets caught in the arena. Swag's just running around trying to find an escape route.
That entire time, Timbersaw was just being bullied by the Pangolier, not able to contribute at all.
Ham City, Jester's life is forfeit now as well. Swags,
No TP.
No TP, yeah. He's hoping not to get caught.
Looks like he'll be safe.
Maybe he's skirting around.
What's coming on his courier? He has something coming. He's bringing some TPs. He's bringing some.
Kino is here to try to help his.
Oh,
Kino. They're gonna follow him through the portal. They're gonna try to chase down this poor
Kino does have Blink. They don't know where he is, but he's gonna show to the creeps. They know now.
They know where he is now. Kino, I don't think he realizes
mana.
he got chased.
There's no mana on the Pango.
There's no mana on Pango.
It's pretty funny. It was a distraction. It was all just to get the Life Stealer out.
Yeah, it was all to get Swag out for free.
They're gonna go for the Roshan now. They're doing all right. I don't think they're as far ahead as they want to be at this point, but considering that they were behind not too long ago, I think they're pretty happy with where things are at.
Yeah, surprisingly, this mid Clockwork's feeling really bad. It's fallen way behind every single core in the game. It's 2k behind your own Timber, and Kino's chasing down Aelarath. Swag's just running in here headstrong. He's gonna scout that this Roche is quarter HP.
They're gonna get the stun.
Big Mars Arena though. Swag's gonna die here again. Aelarath trying to hookshot across, but Aelarath gets caught too. It's a 3v5 now. A lot of big spells popped, but now Timber. Oh no!
It's killing the Pango. Mars versus Clockwork.
They do get Pango in trade here, but Kino buys back on the Shaman. Let's see if he's gonna try to TP in here, get in time, but he's gonna not be in time. He's TPing to the outpost.
It's gonna be a 5-man wipe.
Do not go through that portal, Kino. Do not go through that portal. They're just. Oh no.
So this Shaman needs to stop walking in. Like, he cannot be the first to die on his team. He needs to be able to control these heroes. You got to be able to control the Mars. You got to be able to control the
Pango,
Mirana, and Pango. If you die, that all goes out the window. Yeah. He does get a little consolation prize. He finds the Wisdom Rune.
He does get, for his buyback and his troubles, he does get the Wisdom Rune. So he gets something, but they're gonna come bottom for Kino.
They find him.
Ham City.
He has a stun.
This is buyback too.
Does he get the blink out?
He does have the blink. He can get out of here.
But he has no TP. He can't get out of this. He's dead.
That's a dieback on this Kino Shadow Shaman. That is not what you want to do.
Seconds without your Shadow Shaman, and they just got Aegis on smoke. Yeah, that's
not ideal at all.
Pretty rough.
It's a game of throws from both teams, but it looks like Smoke's finally getting themselves a foothold into the game. It was a 2,000 gold lead either way for a long time, and then Smoke takes a good fight around the pit, boosts their lead from 1k to 6k.
And Lifestealer is going to the Ag Scepter, though, not the Ag Shard.
He needs to get open wounds on that Lifestealer. It's going to help his team tremendously in these fights. It's not just to keep you alive, but it gives lifesteal to every other player on your team. If we take a quick look at the graph, 75-25 in favor of Smoke to win this game.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I think Smoke has done a great job of recovering from the pretty even early game or laning phase, but pretty bad
Lucky
early
Day's gonna be able to walk away for free. Aelarath hookshot's in.
Shot, but doesn't decide to throw anything.
Does look like he got a little bit scared, just not seeing anybody. Timbersaw jumps in now. Kino blinks in to hex the
Oh, this is about to be a
Medusa.
great Mars ult.
Old Ramen, can he find the angle to get in? He can get an easy 4-man here. Is he gonna blink in? Oh no, he gets pushed back.
Stunned by the cogs.
Grabs everybody but the Clockwork. Swag is just trying to, he's just running after these supports, trying to kill anybody while his team's just dying. Swag, you need to help your team.
And this is another reason he needs that open wounds. He needs a slow. He's gonna try to pull an Artesian 1v5 here.
It's Swag against the world on this. On this poor Lifestealer. He's trying to find any way out. Oh no, he's trying to,
good armlet toggle. He's looking for a creep.
He
gets one.
He grabbed the wrong one. I feel like he should have just went with the stomp. He's gonna. Oh,
he gets a kill.
He gets Ham City.
TP. He's gonna TP. They have no mana. They have no way of stopping it. He gets out.
What we thought was gonna be a bad play from Swag turned out to be a good play.
Wow.
On his way out, he gets the Pangolier.
That's great.
It's looking
That's
like it's gonna be
fantastic.
Swag versus the world here. As Medusa gets a disperser in now. This Medusa's just gonna eat your mana.
She's so big right now. I can't believe how fast she came back after. I mean, like I said, the laning phase was even, but she was the lowest net worth at 15 minutes in the game.
Out of all the cores, yeah. And this mid Clockwork's just it's not a lot
Not
of net worth.
impressed.
Not
Can't
a
say
lot
I'm
of
impressed
gold.
by this.
I mean, your Shadow Shaman's chasing you down in terms of net worth. There's a fight gearing up mid, but your Shadow Shaman's nowhere around. I just feel like this is such a bad play by Swag. You need to get the shard onto this.
Yeah. The
Lifestealer.
slow, like, yeah, the lifesteal is great, but he has no way of like chase. Like most of the heroes, with the exception of the supports, are faster than him, or it can push him away.
I mean,
in some
about
kind.
the only hero that he's able to stay on consistently right now, just with his right clicks, is the Maiden. But she has a 4-staff
and a glimmer.
and a Glimmer, so hard to stay on that hero. And then you have Mirana. He tried to go on her on the back line last fight, and just got Mirana just leaped away.
Yeah.
That's all she had to do was leap away. A Jester goes in
gosh.
trying to look for something, but instead he just gets blinked,
immediately
speared.
imploded.
Not the best play by these MTL supports. They're trying to make plays, but there's nobody for them to go on. Ailer out with
Misses
the
a
hook
hook
shot,
shot.
completely whiffs on Ham City. Ham City is hexed and shackled on the back line. Is anybody gonna die?
Good blink out there from the shaman.
Gino, yeah, with a good play. Ham City's life is just gonna be forfeit as he gets caught out completely. Does this Mars die as well? He does get glimmered away. He's just gonna
BKB,
TP away. They have no way to cancel it. Lucky Day might be the next hero to be gone upon. Blink Shackle by the Shaman. 4-staff high ground by Irasan's by the Mirana. Another
Arrow
4-staff.
comes out.
Another arrow. Another.
What a
Freeze.
chase!
Lucky Day's he's scrambling for his life. Are they gonna find Lucky Day? No. Oh yeah, another hook shot in. Lucky Day, is he finally gonna die here? No, he finally does get caught. That chase started in the Ancient in the Radiant Ancient area. Radiant Ancient Tier 2 area, and then ended at the Dire Tier 2. What a long run.
What the hell did I just watch?
What a long runaway by GRIN Smoke, just trying to get away. They do lose that fight, I believe.
Yeah, it ended up being a 2-for-1. The Shaman died immediately, but they got the Pango and the Crystal Maiden after a 25-second chase on the Crystal Maiden.
I mean, that fight went so long they don't even recognize the Pango Shadow Demon dying.
Yeah.
It just... Lucky Day almost had his day, but just not able to kite hard enough. And MTL is going to scout out this stack.
Ancients. Man.
We gotta remember this. We gotta remember this is Archon Legend Dota, so both teams can throw. It's not for sure in the bag for either team.
Tormentor goes down. Lucky Day gets his shard, which that'll help even more. Now he's able to slow you and run away.
Kino here. They do go on Kino's Shadow Shaman. Hook
shot
shot
gets
in.
two.
He does grab both. A lucky day and Old Ramen. Swag coming in on the backside. He's just clicking them down, trying to kill Lucky Day, but it's not going to be enough. He does infest onto the Pangolier, keeps his Timbersaw alive, but he's going to pop out. He does have Rage up here in in a second. He can't just Rage TP.
Immediately.
Yeah, he just Rage TPs
exactly
away. And he's going to get a kill on the way out with his Radiance.
All right. This is great.
Yeah, Swag is able to, on his way out, while he's Rage TP'd, is able to get a kill. That is a 3 for 2. MTL is hitting back despite being behind. They're hitting back, just slowly trying to claw this game away from GRIN Smoke.
Dusa is almost finished with a...
What's Dusa got? What do we got
Scotty.
queued up on these cords? We got a Scotty queued up.
Oh my god. Dusa's
GRIN
gonna die.
She has no mana. She
has
is,
no mana.
but Kino's here all alone. He's gonna die.
He misplayed. He is gonna die for this.
He is gonna die for a sense. Lucky Day might die as well. Old Ramen might die instead. They have Old Ramen's gonna die. What we thought was gonna be a bad play by Kino turns out to be pretty good. He's able to force the rotations out from GRIN Smoke to try to protect the Medusa. Then his team comes back in.
From the Shadow Demon is what started that whole thing.
Yeah, I think this Medusa needs to get a butterfly.
Yeah.
Because Shadow Demon's able to grab you, you're just gonna start eating your own mana.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Disperser's a good item, but it's not good if you can't stop yourself from smacking yourself in the face.
Almost back to even. 44-56. 45-55 now. GRIN slightly still ahead.
Not too long ago, it was 75-25 in favor of GRIN. What is Ailer? What does he have coming in on this courier?
That looks
he has
to
his
be
pipe.
a
He has a
pipe.
All right. So he's trying to just deal with the magic and just be a tanky nuisance, mitigate the right-click damage and mitigate the magic damage.
Respect, rocking the bubble 37 minutes into the game.
What do we got on these heroes coming out? So we do know about the Scotty coming out on Medusa. Cream does have the gold. Lucky Day, what do we got? We got Boots of Bearing soon. We got a Lotus Orb on the Marana. You got Octarine Core coming out on Mars sometime relatively soon. Ham City's also queuing up the Octarine Core. He did not end up going the... He went with a Basher instead so that they have some way to deal with the Blink, the Rage TP out from Swag. So he doesn't... His game's not relatively free on this lifesteal anymore with just Rage TPing out. We do have a fight here. Ham City does pop the Rolling Thunder onto 2, but just doesn't do a whole lot of anything as Lifesteal is able to infest and get out.
I may have missed that. I didn't see the Mars Blink try to spear into tower.
No, he didn't. He just kind of threw the spear on top of his Pango's roll.
Okay. I feel like that's a bit of a missed opportunity. You had a good start there with the Pango getting a good 2-man stun. I feel like you could have used that a bit to your advantage by blinking and spearing into your base and probably just throwing the ults and killing one, because it was the Timbersaw and the Lifestealer that got caught.
I feel like Swag, please get your shard. I beg of you.
At 2,600 gold. Nah, he don't need no item. He doesn't even have anything queued. He's done.
He's got this halberd. It is really good against Medusa. We do have a smoke up here from Smoke. Hamsiege is the first one to break. He's just trying to find anybody. He is disrupted by the... Oh, completely whiffed the Blink spear on Old Ramen's. They are split. They are going to be able to grab the Kino Shaman early before this fight even pops off. He does buy back again on the Shaman. Old Ramen nearly almost dead from the Timber Saw, but he is able to pick off Aileras.
Dude, this like this infest into enemies is doing so much.
Yeah, it just completely ruins. It is completely ruining Cream's game. Cream's gonna die here. He's just gonna get infested and popped as soon as Swag feels like it. He's just gonna hop into Medusa, hitch a ride, and say, "You can't get away. You're just dead."
Wow.
Smoke is they're
crumbling.
Yeah, they had a bunch of good fights. They had the game in hand, and then they just started throwing fights. And now the win probabilities drastically going to MTL's favor, 63 to 37. Swag, the only thing I want is your shard, but he's proving me wrong. He doesn't need it.
Good little play there. Not really sure how he managed to blink, but
I do believe it's similar to how TA is able to blink with her
oh, is it?
shield.
Okay.
The damage has to eat through your shield crash before it's able to mitigate you being able to blink away. We do have a Hex queued up here on the Timber Saw. And that might be coming out sooner rather than later. I think he has all the gold for it.
Yeah, he just needs to send the courier to the secret shop.
And he can sell this soul ring at this point.
But that feels so bad. You know, the soul ring's been there for you since like 6 minutes in. Do you really want to sell it?
I mean, it's extra gold helps you at least have that buyback.
MTL, they're just starting to stack up some shadow poison onto Roshan.
Yeah, they are scouting out this Roche. Their teammates should be coming soon.
Life Sealer's going through the portal.
Does it? No, there you go. It does look like Smoke has an idea this might be happening.
I don't think they want to take it. I think the only way they take fights now is in their own base. I don't think they can be out here looking for fights.
They gotta play the Medusa high ground game. They do have 20 stacks of Shadow Poison on Roche. I think you just pop them and kill the Roche.
I thought there was a max damage. I thought it was after like 10, it doesn't get any higher.
I mean, it keeps stacking.
Roshan banner as well. It goes to the shaman, so...
So it's 5 to have the max amount of stacks, and then it just keeps adding damage on top of that.
Okay.
So he had 20 stacks, and that had about 2,000 damage queued up onto the Roche. I mean, you do have a really good high ground defense from Smoke. It's already been broken, because you are missing that mid-rax, but you didn't take a high ground fight.
You know, something I didn't even think about during the draft, they picked a Dusa into a Shadow Shaman. Or Shadow Demon, rather.
Yeah. I mean, Shadow... we do have the roll-up, but it's not going to be in time. Ham City's just going to get caught out here for free. He does have buyback to help stop this high ground push, but MTL's just going to march in.
He's going to have to use it. He has no option.
MTL's just going to force out this buyback from Pango. Are they going to start hitting tier 4s just to try to force the buyback out? Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to drop snakes.
He's got to buy back now. He's got to buy back.
Like, they're already out of position. You got to buy back, my boy. Help your team. Your Medusa needs you. Cream's just going to get cut out here again. Big blink Mars ulti, but it's just not going to do a whole lot as the Infest is already out onto the Cream.
Good Deuce. Oh, got a little bit of mana there thanks to the boots and was able to pop it, but I don't think it's enough.
Pango's control. Yeah, Pango's able to kill the backline. MTL's out of position. This just might be.
They're in Fountain. Can you guys force them into the Fountain?
This is a lot of heroes out for MTL. MTL could just die here. Pango trying his best to get out. Ham City is on dieback. They're able to get the Pango as well. They infest out onto the Timber. Timber's a super tanky boy. They're able to get both of them.
I don't think they're going to be able to get both. Maybe the Timber, but there's no way the Life Stealer dies here. He's going to pop out and try to fight.
He actually might be able to find somebody. Swag does have Infest here up in 10 seconds, but he's not going to have the mana, but he does have Aegis. We have a blink in here from the Timbersaw onto the backline. It's a 2v4. Are they able to do anything? This isn't going to pop Aegis.
Kill on the Lifestealer, but that's Aegis.
Yeah, they're able to get Aegis. Can they kill this man twice? I don't think they're going to be able to.
He has another Infest. They get the arrow! Infest. Okay, he's out.
You have ways. They don't have any way to cancel it right now. The Timbersaws, they're just looking to fight back. Lucky day, you need to run for your life. Cream? I mean, all of the MTL heroes are back up. And you're still without your Pango for another 40 seconds. This Timbersaw Lifestealer is just able to keep Smoke's attention for so long.
Not enough damage on Dusa. She doesn't hit hard enough. I mean, the Lifestealer going this Heaven's Halberd on top of the Radiance, she can't hit him. She needs a MKB.
She needs an MKB, but instead, Cream is queuing up the Rapier. I mean, that'll solve your damage issues, but it's not going to solve your not able to hit the Lifestealer issues. Lucky day, running for his life. They do get the hook shot onto the Medusa. Medusa doesn't have ulti. Actually, Medusa does have ulti. She is infested here. Big Mars Arena coming out. He is shackled, but he does have BKB pop. Green, you need to run for your life. Get your mana back, young man. But the Shaman wards are down, hitting the tier 4s. They're just... MTL's just going for game. Are they going to call game here? Swag?
This Pango is doing so much work in the backline, but at the same time...
Timber blinks in, does find the backline of Smoke. Swag's just hitting the Ancient. He's calling game. Swag just calls game.
What an ending.
What an ending. You were right. MTL pulling that game from 75-25. They say flub your win percentages, Gabe, and we will move this to an 11-2 season for us.
This is a tie. As of right now, this is a tie for their best, right?
Yeah, I do believe this is a tie for their best record all time.
Wow.
Aileroth, despite not having much impact in terms of kills, he's able to find quite a few key hook shots into these fights to disrupt a lot of what GRIN Smoke wanted to do. But the player, honestly, my player of the game has to be Swag.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Lifestealer literally picked his team up and was like, we're not losing this fucking game. We are winning. I don't care about their heroes. You think I care about a Dusa? Infest the bitch.
Yeah, the main thing I'm not enjoying from this Medusa is... you might not... Like, MTL does have a lot of magic damage, but you need to go this Butterfly and Medusa. Or else we saw the issue that this Medusa is constantly having, where she just has no damage. She's just hitting like a wet tissue.
That disperser. I hated the disperser. I think, like you said, a Butterfly or hell, even a...
MKB?
Maelstrom. Yeah. Or MKB. Maelstrom would have helped a lot. Magic damage.
You just don't hit that hard on this Medusa, and Cream, you can tell... He did a lot of hero damage, but you also have split shot, but your damage is... You just kind of hit like a wet paper tissue at that point on this Medusa.
I think against any other heroes, it would have been fine, but you're up against two of the tankiest heroes in the game, in the Timbersaw and Lifestealer.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the... I really like the Butterfly just because it disallows Lifestealer from hitting you and helps you live a lot longer in these fights. I just think Cream needs a Butterfly instead of the Disperser. You can go Disperser later. Yeah, it's a good item on Medusa, but you're against the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon disrupts you, and then all of a sudden you have no mana because you're eating your own mana.
Yeah.
Anyway, game one goes the way of MTL. MTL is able to claw that game back away from GRIN Smoke. GRIN Smoke moves to 8-5 on this season. We're going to be back here relatively soon. We're going to take a quick break here. I just need to do some pre-work stuff before I send it to a break, just because I need to rest my voice. I think we're going to be swapping roles after this. Um, and so Arrow's going to be doing play by play next game, and then I'll be doing color. We're just going to be swapping it. But I'm going to go to a quick break here, just so I can rest my voice a little bit. Probably Arrow as well. So we'll be moving into game 2 here relatively soon. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. But we're going to go to a quick break. Let me get that updated. And then we'll be back for game 2.
See y'all in a bit.
All right, and welcome back to. I gotta transition it. Welcome back to MTL versus GRIN Smoke. This is game two. MTL did end up. They didn't tick it. They didn't tick themselves. Anyway, MTL did take game one. If you are just tuning in now, MTL did take game one of this two-game series against GRIN Smoke. We don't. We have the same bands coming out here from GRIN Smoke. I don't recall if there was any change.
No, the same bands for MTL as well. They had the ABBA, the Ancient Apparition, and the Grin as well. So far, yeah, the same bands. I'm not really all too surprised. There was no so apart from the Life Stealer, but you can ban that later. There was no like super standout as heroes. There was nothing that was like super great from either team that desired a respect ban, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The teams played well, but it was as a whole, not as an individual case.
And then I think this is just the same draft again.
They picked the CM first last time on Smoke, not the Mars.
Mars, yeah. Mars is a versatile hero. It can go mid or carry.
If it can go mid or carry, then yeah, I think it's a fine first pick. I personally hate the hero. I always feel he's really weak, but that's just because I'm an offlaner and I suck with him. So that could just be me. But
one of your weaker offlane heroes, so there is that factor.
Yeah.
Trying to pull up the
MTL,
last game on that Dota buff.
MTL did ban out the CM this time. I guess they found that the CM was annoying enough to say like, nah, we don't want to deal with that again.
It was annoying enough to merit a ban.
And Grin actually bans out the Life Stealer. Why would they ban out the hero that practically won them the game?
No, they thinking it was... MTL had the Life Stealer.
You're right. Sorry, I'm backwards. Okay, so yeah, so two heroes did get respect banned, but like I said, the Life Stealer I expected to be banned second or last phase.
And then GRIN Smoke going with a Jakiro instead this time.
I like that. I find Jakiro to be a much more versatile hero. The AoE stun, the AoE slows, and just sheer damage output on Jakiro is really, really strong.
And it combos well with the Mars.
Yeah. I wonder what's going...
Here I'm wondering if GRIN Smoke plays on their supports at all is Dark Willow.
The classic combo of fear into the wall consistently. I mean, it's possible.
Or even a Phoenix. Like it'd be a really good 4 with Mars and Jakiro. I
feel you're lacking stuns at that point, but it would be a lot of damage if you're able to get into the Mars arena with both of those supports.
Just depends on how all in they want to go with the Mars arena, in terms of that being their main setup for all their damage.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with them doing it. It's just they need to be making plays with it consistently. Like they took a little bit of time to like farm back a little bit, and that kind of ended up costing them the game, I feel. But they need to just stick on the gas. Lich. All right, well there goes really any combo you want to do with Mars ult.
Sorry, I'm trying to let my dog have a little bit of comfort.
No problem. No problem.
Because she barged her way into my. She barged her way in, so she wants to be comfortable.
She pays rent.
Yeah, I mean, she's cute, so you know.
She pays the cuteness rent.
Exactly. Plus, she wanted some more food, so.
MTL using quite a bit of their time here. They are going to pick an Invoker.
That's an Aileroth Invoker mid. So Aileroth, he's gonna go the Exort build. He's also gonna get a Rod of Atos on this Invoker.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. You know what hero I would love to see from Smoke right now? A Nyx Assassin.
It is really good against all three of the MTL heroes.
Just ruin their days. I don't think we're going to see it because I think Nyx is pretty weak right now, but it is really good against these three heroes. I would actually venture to guess that they are going to pick something that is very strong against them. That being one of them.
Silencer, yeah. Silencer is really good. Resets your fight if you guys get cut out of position. Drop global. Reset the fight. If you haven't dropped arena already, blink arena, catch everybody, kill them. Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate this hero. Actually, I think I would have liked to see a Disruptor more. I think Disruptor and Mars is a really great combo, especially once Disruptor gets his Ag Scepter and the bigger AoE, like way later in the game. But Ag Scepter plus Mars would be brutal to deal with.
They do end up getting the Void. It was a last phase ban by MTL, I do believe.
They have a decent amount of damage to put into it right now. It will likely have to come down to their last pick.
Yeah, it is a... this does leave
5 seconds.
Ham City's pick, mid hero pick to be last. And he does see his mid opponent, so he does know he's going up against ALRS Invokers, just depending on what he feels he can take mid against Invoker to be able to win the lane.
My question is, who are we going to get in the off lane here to go against the Space's Void now that MTL is getting to see the core?
And they can't really protect Bandit because they did pick at 17.
Yeah.
So MTL has a free offlane pick here if they choose to take it. Because they do know what they're probably going to go against. It's more than likely going to be a Silencer Void lane, which is a really, really, really weak lane. They go with the Dragon Knight.
I don't like that. Dragon Knight, I mean, yeah, he doesn't care about spamming spells, but he does care about pure damage, which, I mean, you don't have to go the Arcane Curse. You can go the Glaives and just fuck this Dragon Knight's day, even as a support. I'm not overly fond of that. We'll see if I eat my words on that, but at the moment, I think that was not the right pick. They immediately ban out the Viper, so they're, yeah, Viper, the classic counter to Dragon Knight, and just general nuisance to all of these heroes because of the natural magic resistance.
Yeah, and it's also really good against the Invoker mid as well.
Yeah. They're banning out the Spectre. Yeah, that would have been a pretty decent pick here. Get on top of these two pretty squishy supports. Mostly the Silencer doesn't want to deal with her.
Trying to think what MTL is going to pick for swag here, and I'm trying to figure out what Ham City's going to take mid. So, a hero I really like for Grin Smoke is Lena. It's good against Invoker mid, and it tosses a lot of damage into Chrono.
It does. I think I would agree with that. I think, however, maybe get something a little unorthodox. Perhaps throw in some... Let's see, what can I think of that would put in a lot of damage there? How about throwing in like a sniper or an OD? Zeus even.
I mean, MTL did ban out... Oh, they banned out OD last game, I think. No, it was Grin Smoke who banned out OD last game.
Yeah. They ban out... MTL bans out the OD this time, so they were worried about that. I think Zeus could be really good for them here. Maybe it's too much magic damage. You don't have enough right click, but...
That's what I was saying to Lena, just because...
It's pure.
Yeah, not pure damage. It's a magic burst, but then a lot of right click.
Oh yeah, they changed that, didn't they? Laguna's no longer... No, Laguna's still pure, isn't it?
Is it still... I don't think it is.
Hang on, I'm checking. Laguna Blade is changed back to magical. Okay. Alright, so let's see what MTL is going to get for this carry now. I don't know who they're going to pick for a carry. I feel like they need, like, just...
They go with the Medusa.
They are going to go the Medusa.
MTL with...
I'll say it again. You gotta... You slowed yourself down here. You have this, like, pretty fast team. You have a Dragon Knight, you have an Invoker, you have a Lich, you have a Shaman. Then you pick this really slow carry. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Medusa against the insane amount of DOT and just burst potential with the Faceless Void and Mars.
Like both these Legend Archon teams just they really highly rate Medusa in their brackets just because she's the go-to late game hero as she always has been. But I don't think you need to play late if you're MTL. You just got to play quick,
Yeah,
close the map on this Void because Void is the late
dude,
game hero.
Luna would have been brutal here.
Luna
Like
or
if
a PA even.
yeah, like if you go Luna or PA, how does the enemy fight you? You're just killing yourselves. Hmm. I would have really liked to see that, but we get to see the last pick here now for the
Grin Smoke side.
Grin Smoke in the mid, which again I have no idea what they're gonna pick. I would really
I
enjoy seeing
did,
a Zeus
I
or
mean, I did like their Pango from last game. I do like the Zeus. I do like Lena. It just feels like they just need another stun out of their mid laner.
if they need a stun, how would you feel about something along the lines of a Leshrac? Because that's a lot of damage you can throw into the
Yeah, and that hero kind of eats into the Medusa too. I do like the Lesh. I think Lesh might actually be the pick here. So it shouldn't lose lane to an Invoker. Should be able to push and deal with the Invoker's push. Is quite squishy and susceptible to the Shadow Shaman Blink stun and the DK Blink stun, but
Sure, but you have a silencer who can mitigate some of that.
yeah, and then you should be getting Yule's Bloodstone on that hero, so you shouldn't die. Do
Got
like
10
the
seconds.
we'll see what they went with the Zeus.
The Zeus.
All right.
All right. They are lacking stuns. They have 2 true stuns, and neither of them are super easy to hit.
I mean, we saw last game where Old Ramen had quite a few decent Yule spears, and then somewhere he completely whiffed the Yule spear. So
Oh, but they got 2 immortals on their teams, like 2 immortal sets, so they're good. Arcanas, that's what they're called, not immortals. Sorry.
we have I mean, if we want to talk about immortals, we got immortals on the Ailorath Invoker, the Lich, and the Shaman.
True.
I don't like that Medusa set. That is a hideous set.
You know, it's one of sets of all time.
I like personally. I like the Aghanim, the Scotty style set on Medusa.
I don't know what set I like on her. I'm not a big Dusa player. I've never have been, so.
Well, you're also an offlane mid specialist.
Sure, but I used to be a carry.
Many moons ago.
Okay. I like that Jakiro set though.
Back when the
Jakiro's
dinosaurs roamed is when you played carry.
Shut the fuck up. So we have our teams here. We have our drafts. What do you think?
Honestly, I feel like this game, both games depend on who jumps first. If Mars jumps in, grabs a bunch of heroes, or if the Dragon Knight blinks stuns and finds a key hero and is able to be followed up by his team. It really just breaks down to whichever offliner jumps and finds a key hero first. I think that hero just outright dies just because they have more CC on the side of MTL, but Grin Smoke has a lot more damage just to pump out quicker.
I think that this game is going to come down to if Inhara gets caught, that Grin Smoke loses the fight. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, Ihara just needs to not get caught on this silencer at all. He doesn't need to be He doesn't need to take some keynotes out of Kino's playbook of playing hyper aggro on a support. All right.
Do your introductions on the teams, and then let's get into this.
We're going to flip it this time, and we're going to start with Grin Smoke. We got Cream on the carry faces Void. Old Ramen again reprising his role on the offlane Mars. Ihira-san on the support Silencer. Lucky Day on the support Jakiro. And then we have Ham City on the mid Zeus. We have Kino reprising his Shadow Shaman from game 1. Jester on support Lich. Swag now on the carry Medusa from that Grin Smoke had last game. Ailorath on his signature Invoker that he's Grandmaster on. MTL I'm just gonna call him Hakiko. Hakito, whatever his name is, on the
Hachiko.
Hachiko on the offlane DK, and it does look like Grin Smoke
We're going to be getting a level 1 fight here,
yeah,
it looks like.
MTL smokes up on their side. They're running 5 up into this high ground.
They
Here
see the silencer. That's who you want. You're going to be able to get him
yeah,
great play there from the Invoker, getting that Sunstrike, but really good for finding that hero.
Yeah, so MTL does get the first blood.
They're going to be able to pick up 2 runes too. The Smoke doesn't want anything. What a great start for Invoker getting. Was it him? Oh no, it was actually Swag. Okay, well, what a great start for your Medusa, getting that first blood, starting out with an extra 300 gold. Oof.
And it does look like he's gonna be able to get this magic wand up early.
Yeah, very good for him. He's absolutely gonna. If I were him, actually, I think I forgo the early magic wand. Get to well, okay. He says fuck me, I guess. He is getting the early magic wand
and Bassi.
And Bassi, yeah.
Showing that he doesn't die.
Little interesting not getting a wand here mid, though, against the Zeus. You know he's going to be spamming spells.
It's the Aelarath special.
It is, though. I can't really say anything about it because he did win last game, but, you know, not what I would do.
He had a few good. He had quite a few good. How does this work now? Oh, that's your spell. I know they reworked Invoker. He doesn't just get life steal. Okay, I gotta know how these.
Yeah, he's changed a lot. So Exort's now damage amp, spell life steal for Quas, and then move and cooldown reduction for Wex.
So Wex didn't get changed around, but Exort and Quas did.
Yeah.
Cool.
Top lane, this Faceless Void's getting kind of low. The damage output from Frost Blast plus the stun, just he got stunned in the wave and just got wailed upon. Curious to see which the highest kill potential. Swag he's pretty low on mana, but has 7 wand charges already, so.
Lucky Day has to be careful on the Sekiro, just because if he gets caught out, we already seen it on the Void that this top lane for MTL can pump out damage.
Yeah.
Mid lane can, if somebody steps up and tries to dive, there should be a kill, but otherwise it should be just kind of passive. I think
that's the only chance of either of these heroes is if they just get hyper aggressive and misplay their hand.
Yeah. It's just going to be these side lanes that are the
Speaking of top lane, they're getting gone on, or there's just some high trading between both heroes here. I think that Lucky Day actually came out ahead there. I think he started out lower, but he got this Lich pretty low. He's gonna just keep going. He has a blood grenade. He's probably gonna get a kill here.
Yeah.
Jester in some trouble. Is he gonna be able to get No, the slow doesn't matter. But now Hachiko's coming up behind him with the stun. But I don't think he gets this kill here. The slows.
Oh, but the Sunstrike.
They do get the Sunstrike. I personally think that benefits MTL.
Yeah, I mean, your Void, your DK's happy. Your Lich isn't there to steal your XP. You're extremely happy on the side of Hachiko because you get free XP from the Jakiro kill.
Yeah. Lich does now have Frost Shield though, so have to be a bit more careful. Will Lucky Day? If he gets caught too close to him, he won't be able to win these trades anymore. Now, holy cow! Sunstrike coming out Mars bottom, and Kino might go down here. I think he's fine though.
He's fine, yeah. Aelarath, that tells you there's good combos going between MTL.
Absolutely. That's so 2 Sunstrike kills in the first 3.5 minutes of the game. That's if I'm an Invoker player, that I'm super happy with this.
One thing I think you'll not see out of Aelarath's Invoker that you usually would when you're going the XR build is a Midas. I don't think he go. If I remember correctly, he just doesn't go Midas.
I mean, that's probably beneficial to his team. He wants to be like fast paced. He doesn't want to be sitting back and farming. So that's probably fine. I feel.
Yeah, and just
bottom lane.
Oh, never mind. I thought I was crashing because Aelarath just stopped moving. Arisan's just gonna he's just gonna go down on this silencer.
And Old Ramen's trying to get a kill here, but there's no way he gets this. He's just He's gonna die.
Yeah, Sunstrike. Maybe.
No mana. Now he has mana. Not going to go for it.
Yeah, they lost vision to the Mars. Well, Ramen kind of put himself. He's expecting the Sunstrike to be
He's
coming
doing
out.
his best to dodge, but oh well, Sunstrike off the mark, so no chance of the kill now. But he was expecting it.
Yeah, he is zigzagging and zooming. And just as I told you, Aelarath goes the route of Atos on Invoker. That's what he has queued up next.
He's already doing pretty. He's getting pretty close to it already. He's a 400 gold from one of the items, and then, I mean, he's 1600 gold from it. He's gonna be able to kill pretty much anybody in this game.
I mean, net worth wise, despite being way behind in terms of last hits and knives, those 2 kills keep him about even with Ham City.
Yeah.
I think he might want to invest into that wand or something just because he is against the Zeus and he's not really going any mana regen for himself.
It is a bit surprising. It is.
Instead of just constantly firing out these clarities, probably get a wand. Help yourself out and help your team out. Ham City does have 6 on his Zeus now.
I'm surprised at how poorly Cream is doing up here in the top lane. He's 17 for 7 against the 19 for 10. He's not horrible, but
did have a poor laning stage last game as well on the Medusa.
That's fair. Maybe laning stage is just not where he's most comfortable, and it's hard. You know, you got to learn all these heroes. You got especially if you're the one playing.
There
all
is
of them.
a go on to Swag here on the side of MTL.
Yep.
Kino's nowhere to be found near his team.
Zeus is coming down too.
Swag's gonna be eating he has a full wand charge and
Swag might go down here, but old Ramen absolutely will. So much mana regen though. Maybe he's not gonna go down here. Then he has so much regen.
Ham City does have a regen run. If he just pops his ulti, Medusa dies.
Oh come on, just do it. Oh, the wand! Oh my god!
He waited too long.
That's so unfortunate for him. He still doesn't get the kill on the Kino, but that's not what you're looking for.
Not the hero you wanted to get with that Thunder Gods.
That's so unfortunate for him. He's going to TP back with the regen rune going, so... I mean, he wastes a little bit of time. He misses half a wave mid, but... He gets a kill? Is it worth it?
Not really, considering he had the Medusa dead to rights. The wand was on cooldown, didn't really have to worry. Medusa was dead to rights, he just waited too long for that wand to be able to come back off cooldown. Allowed the Medusa Swag to pop wand and live through Thunder Gods.
This is me as a Zeus player myself. I'm not a fan of not going any points in the Lightning Bolt. I get Heavenly Jump is useful, but going 4-0-2 is, in my opinion, not great because it limits your damage.
Plus your team's already lacking stun, too.
Yeah. They might be able to get a kill here on the Lich. Zeus is here. He's just going to run up and start throwing spells, but he Heavenly jumps forward. He is going to get the kill. It's not going to be hard. Actually, Lucky Day gets it, so that right click. But now your Zeus has to run back. He doesn't have a TP. He didn't ferry out a TP to him. I mean, it was on cooldown anyway, but...
I mean, Aelarath not doing a whole lot with this time anyway.
He's not.
He's kind
he
of
could have been pushing there.
Had the creep wave under tower.
I guess he did get a couple of or a bounty rune to refill his bottle, but he was under the... He had full mana, so I guess he didn't really need that.
We do have the arena coming out on Mars now, as Old Ramen's able to get that from the stack.
He is level 6. Interesting build here from Old Ramen. Not going the Blink first. He's going to be getting a Vlad's, it looks like.
I think that's actually really good for his team here, just because Void needs some extra lifesteal help. So that helps Cream in the fights.
But how do they initiate the fights? Like Zeus, I mean, not Zeus. Faceless Void doesn't necessarily want to be the one to jump in because. I mean,
what you can do against this MTL team, just because they're gonna want to run a 2-star fight, you can just kind of.
Jakiro getting gone on, he gets stunned and they're taking a lot of damage. The fear.
They have Chrono now, but they have Chrono plus Thunder Gods. They could make a go on this DK.
He does only have 1 point into the Dragon Blood, so he is pretty susceptible to just pure nuke damage. Actually, meanwhile, bottom lane, Old Ramen gets a kill onto the Shaman with the help of the arena. And now Swag.
Yet again, Kino just dying for a cause. Keeps Swag alive.
Swag's pretty low on mana, but has the mana boots to help out with that, so... I think they could probably get a kill here. If Zeus wants to rotate down, where is the Invoker? Oh, he's in base. Swag is in base.
Lucky Day's gonna go down on the Shakiro top.
Yes, he is. Meanwhile, they're gonna throw out the Chrono. He's not gonna hit yet. The Sunstrike doesn't get the kill onto the Jakiro. Instead, that's gonna be left to the Dragon Knight, who then goes down to the Thunder God's Wrath. And now it looks like Shadow Shaman, who TP'd up here just after dying, dies immediately to the Zeus again. 2 deaths in a row for that.
Big rotation out there by the side of Ham City. Helps his team out.
Yeah,
probably good
great
comms
Chrono.
there. Caught the 2, kept your Jakiro alive a lot longer than he should have been.
Yeah. He didn't really... I think he got maybe a breath off, but I mean, even just him being alive, it's one right click that wasn't going to a different hero. However, now Jakiro does go down again thanks to that newly picked up Rod of Atos combo of Sunstrike, Meteor, Deafening Blast.
Yeah, the Aileras special.
And he can basically roam around now and get whatever kills he wants because, like I said, this combo should kill just about anybody on the team with maybe the exception of the Mars, but... Even
Mars he's able to get bursted with that combo.
They're going to take the first tower of the game, too, up top with the help of the Dragon form.
Who we got on these carriers? So we have Phylactrophy coming out soon for the Zeus. And we have the Morbid Mask coming out for Old Ramen. So that Vlad's is coming out sooner or later.
In spite of the 4 kills that this 3 kills and 1 assist that this Invoker has, the Zeus is 1,000 gold ahead of him. So I'd say he won mid lane regardless. But they are doing a lot of damage up here top. Now Zeus is here to help stop this push, but gets hexed up under tower by Kino, who is just the maddest of lads I've ever seen. Rod of Atos comes out onto Face's Void.
He doesn't even have 6 on this shown.
No, he's just running, dude. But the Rod of Atos on the Void didn't really have anything come of it, but maybe just scare tactics.
Something like that.
Void TPing bottom now. Mask of Madness, is that still the build on Void, or is it better to just go the Maelstrom?
It's usually what I'm seeing a lot more of. If you're ahead, you can just go into the Maelstrom. You don't
Lucky
have to really
Day gets that goes down. There's a little bit of team fights. Global Silence comes out, stops Zeus from dying. Sorry, you were saying?
It is, if you're able to come out of lane stage and not having to get the mask, it's a lot, you're able to farm a lot quicker on the Void. But with the mask, it's a lot of damage that you're able to pump out on the Void. So it just depends on if this Cream Void feels like he's just not able to pump out enough damage. And because he already had a poor lane stage, that's probably why he's going the mask, just so he has some recovering item.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Mid lane, they're just going to pop the Dragon form again, and they're just going to take another tower. Yeah, There's can't fight. Your Mars has nothing.
Your Mars has nothing, and Global's on cooldown. Oh, Mars gets a good spear, though. Kino's life is just going to be forfeit now.
They might be able to get more. The combo comes out, though, onto the Mars, who takes so much damage, is going to go down. He is, thanks to the tick damage from the meter. But however, your Zeus is in a bit of trouble now. Your Invoker, rather, but this Invoker throws out the Ice Wall, and that is going to be the end of the disengage. Almost gets the kill with the Thunder God's Wrath. Almost ticked out. He got down to 25 HP.
And Ailereth with the BM voice line of, did I hear a squeak after everything comes out on to kill him?
Now, however, Face's Void is in a lot of trouble. They're going to TP down on the Shadow Shaman, who is not going to be able to get the stun. However, the Dragon Knight was fast enough. They get the slow, but is it enough? The Sunstrike, no. But the slow is in the damage over time from the Dragon Knight. It's so low. He's down to 30 HP himself. And again, Kino gets speared. He's going to go down again. But is that going to be all? It looks like they're all going to
go down as well. Swag is completely out of mana on this Medusa.
Yeah,
he cannot go. Oh, he has a full wand though. Is able to pop something back, but
I think they just want to get out.
Yeah, MTO cores just need to run away. Zeus has no mana either.
It is looking like that is going to be the end of it. So at the end of that, it's 2 supports for nothing. That Faceless Void got just as low as Invoker was. He got down to a cool 35 HP.
Ham City and Aileroth taking notes from each other's book, just running for your lives by the hair of your chinny chin chin like a little pig. Oh, Swag, you're all alone here. I mean, Lucky Day is all...
Misses the... Oh, Sunstrike off the mark.
Off the mark. Like, Swag was relatively alone there. Didn't have.
He's pretty hard to kill though. He has a combo again from the Invoker is gonna get a kill on the old Ramen.
This Invoker combo is just really annoying for the Grim Smoke
he's
team.
Being completely he's completely owning GRIN right now with this combo. He did just get his shard too, so EMP pool now. My god.
No mana, and you're not. Aileroth build on Invoker. I've played with it plenty of times. It's just so annoying for the enemy to deal with.
It doesn't have long-term value though. I mean, he's getting good kills, but he's not farming. Like he's falling behind despite these kills of the Zeus.
His idea is just to farm the heroes.
Which I mean, he's doing a good job of.
That's usually why you do see the with the
top lane, they picked off the Dragon Knight, but Dragon Knight just takes the tower.
DK is complete. Hachiko is just completely happy with that trade. He got the T2. He popped forced the arena out.
Forced the Thunder God too.
Yeah, arena and Thunder Gods, and Lucky Day off the mark again with Ice Path. But it doesn't matter. Aileroth goes down anyway.
I think you save that shield bash for your Zeus. I think you wanted that to go to him. He is the one carrying you at the moment. I mean, I can appreciate it because it does get old Ramen closer to his Blink Dagger. But
another smoke up here from Grim Smoke. They're gonna try to backstab these 3 stragglers on the side of MTL.
They're gonna lose the tower for it though. They get a kill. They get the Shaman immediately. They are able to. Medusa's able to TP out though. That's fine. Lose a couple supports for another tier 2 tower. There's 1 tier 2 tower left on Smoke.
Yeah, this map's just starting to get choked out by MTL. Smoke's running out of places to hide away on their Faceless Void. Void?
Yeah.
Where Cream blocks his own camp.
I was wondering that too. I don't know why he threw that obs there.
What's Medusa got queued up and what's her? So she's going the butterfly.
That's
the one item I wish we saw out of Cream's Medusa last game.
I appreciate it. I understand why Cream went the force or the Hurricane Pike like we said. It was because of the clockwork. He was afraid of getting trapped in the cogs. But yes, this game you have the option to get that butterfly. Absolutely, just go it. The combo out once again out onto this poor Mars, who doesn't go down. He misses the tornado, dodges.
Big chrono win.
In the back lines, but however the ult from the Lich coming out is doing a lot of damage.
Chain Frost, Aileroth is
doing so much. Ham City just completely
is going
owning
ham.
this.
Could say Ham City is going ham, eh?
He is going ham. It's going to be a 3-for-1. And yeah, I'm already starting to see the fall off of this Atos. I mean, he went on the tankiest hero, which, like I said, I don't think Mars will die to the combo, but still, it's impressive damage, but impressive does does not you win a fight.
Ham City trying to drag Smoke back into this game despite them being well behind on towers.
He is dragging a corpse. The rest of his team, well, with the exclusion of that fight, the rest of his team is not doing as well as he is. That was the first good fight they've taken. Well, first great fight they've taken, I guess I should say.
We do have an Ags queued up on Aileroth's Invoker, so he's looking for that Cataclysm play. We have a Blink Dagger coming out relatively soon on the offlane Dragon Knight, so we got that I'd look forward to. The butterfly on Swag is not too far out.
What the hell happened here?
Um,
Dragon Knight was so far ahead of Old Ramen. Now Old Ramen is a level ahead and pretty
100
much a
gold
full
ahead.
item ahead.
I'm
Well, not,
not.
no, never mind. He's
They're
100
about
gold
dead
behind. My
even.
bad. They're about even.
Next item, I do like this from Cream, but I don't know how effective it's gonna be. He's going the.
He wants to deal with the Dusa.
I know the diffuser's to do with the Medusa, but this Medusa has butterfly in about the next minute or two.
Yeah, he needs to get an MKB. I don't think she's shown. I think she's been hidden for the past, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. So I don't think they've seen the buildup of the butterfly.
Yeah. The most interesting build I'm seeing, item I see queued up right now, is on this Jester Lich. He has a Eternal Shroud queued up.
Just wants to pump out some damage. Wait, no,
Green?
Eternal Shroud is...
It's to keep himself alive.
Yeah. They're gonna be getting their Tormentor here. It's a lucky day. Not having the luckiest of days right now. He's nearly dying to the Tormentor, but he does get a lucky day there. He now has Liquid Frost, which in my opinion is one of the strongest Ag Shards in the game. It's another partial stun, so...
It's an A tier. Oh,
Wait. Oh, he got Sunstruck! In Fountain! Oh my god!
MTL has this ward by the tier 3 that saw him
Yeah.
walking away really low.
Oh my gosh. That... Alright. Can I tip? Am I allowed to tip Ailorath?
MTL, tip your invoker. Make him feel good about himself. It's a heck of a play. Now they're down to Jakiro for 5 more seconds. MTL, I think you should just go hit Mr. Roshan.
They're gonna smoke up here on 2 heroes. They don't have a blink still on this Mars. He's going the BKB first, actually, which I respect. He's recognizing that he is dying to this combo, so he doesn't.
Jester's pretty alone here,
But
but it
misses
doesn't
this.
matter.
Yeah.
Didn't have enough range to attach to the tree. They have a 5-minute
They
smoke out
smoke.
from smoke.
I don't know how they get in. They find Ailer. They might see Ailorath, but the pullback from the EMP is slowing him down. Are they gonna be able to get him? They find it, but do they have vision? They do. They have the vision on the cliff.
Oh,
They
the
see
cliff,
just
yeah.
barely. They find Ailorath thanks to that ward. He was on the very edge of it.
Ailereth unwittingly just at the edge of the sentry ward. And that's going to slow his Ags coming out just a little bit more. He's
Only
really
needs
close
700
to it.
gold, but he
He
wants it.
He has about 200-300 off, and now he's 700 off. Great catch there by Old Ramen, though.
Yeah. I take it back. He doesn't need a blink. He just needs to be a great player like that. Oh no, Cream's walking up into a Shadow Shaman Dragon Knight. He might just go down here. But the Dragon Knight blinks in on the backlines instead of trying to kill the Faceless Void. Now the Jusa ult comes out, the Global Silence as well. But the Faceless Void gets a kill thanks with the help of the...
Butterfly. Oh, the Sunstrike
damage. But the stun comes out once again onto the Jusa. She's taking a lot of damage out of mana. He's going to just eat the damage away.
Jester just needs to toss out his Chain Frost. He is able to finally get it off. Is his team going to be able to help clean him up? Is this going to possibly turn into a good fight?
Ham City's going to go down
here. They need to kill Ham City. That's the hero they want. That's a lot of gold onto your DK.
Yep.
That's 1,500 gold back to MTL with that Zeus kill.
All right. Apparently Dragon Knight blinking in on the backlines was the right play.
It's a 4.
Well,
this is about the same time last game that we saw MTL start taking the game back away from GRIN Smoke. GRIN Smoke was building the lead, and then they threw this like 20-minute fight to MTL.
It's actually in the exact same spot. That's exactly where it happened last game too, at the tier 2 into the ancient area triangle. That's funny. History repeats itself. Something.
We're stuck in a time loop between these two teams. It's different heroes, but same result, game to game. It was a good chrono out by Cream, but he got caught by the Medusa ulti. Yeah. So about half of that chrono was just completely wasted with him being sat there stoned.
He's queued up a BKB. I don't agree with this. What does BKB do for you this game? Yeah, they have a decent number of stuns, but
I think it's just so he's just not locked down in his own chrono.
but it won't stop Dusel. Dusel pierces it, so
yeah, I don't know what it's for. I feel like, I mean, since you went the defusal on Void, you kind of have to go Manta, right? There's a Blink Stone onto the Zeus top side. Ham City forced us himself away. Is he able to get the leap away?
Could be fine. They see him with the help of the Sunstrike. It's off the mark.
Kino's trying to hunt. Kino's trying to hunt him.
Does, but he blinked the wrong, or he jumped the wrong way, so they're just going to be able to stun him to death.
Ice Path comes out a little late there. Ham City getting caught out. Kino was just trying to run him down.
Now this is looking really bad. This
you don't have your best high ground protector. I mean, you still have the Jakiro. You have Macropyre, but you don't have Zeus.
Wave coming, but yeah, they're just gonna drop wards, and they're gonna be able to take this without contest. 25 minutes, they're gonna lose at least a tier 3 tower. You have no way of getting in right now.
Yeah, your Mars no blink, your Zeus is your best high ground defense, and he's just got cut out and died.
Yeah. And Faces Void just doing his best to farm. Actually, Dusa now picks up her own defusal after the butterfly. Gonna be going Disperser herself.
Maybe Swag should be taking some notes from... Cream should be taking some notes from Swag on how to atomize properly on Medusa. I know you wanted the Hurricane Pike, but I think you just need only the Force Staff last game. You don't think you need the full Hurricane Pike as early as he got it.
Cream's in a little bit of trouble here. He's surrounded by enemies on his left.
If somehow Smoke can hold high ground, they're trying for another backstab on the side of
BKB finished up now here on Old Ramen. They're going to be able to get a quick kill onto Kino. But
so
now
quickly.
The great combo between the Faceless Void and the Mars Arena. There you got the spear into the wall, into the Chronosphere. They also pick off the Lich, who tried to do as much damage as possible with his ult. But now the Dragon Knight on the backline tried to get a kill onto the Jakiro, but he goes down. Just a back and forth team game right now. Which team can throw harder? Dusa wasn't there, and that's detrimental for them.
Yes, Swag was trying to come into that fight near the end when his entire team's dead. He just had to turn tail and run. And that's the scariest part with this Smoke lineup is you have a Mars Arena into Chrono. If they pop it right, that's a heck of a combo.
I don't like what they did here, though. They had about 35-40 seconds to push this tier 2 tower mid, and they all went and farmed jungle. It's wasted opportunity, wasted time.
Yeah, I mean, MTL hasn't presented you many opportunities to push the towers. Yeah, you need to either take that tier 1 top for free or push the mid tier 2, but...
Or even have gone Roche. They needed something. They needed an objective.
They needed a big objective, and they just choose to go for nothing instead. Void is getting his... BKB out now, so there is that.
That is good. He also has this Vindicator's Axe, which is also pretty good.
Especially in combo with his Mask of Madness.
Yeah.
I feel like Cream just needs to go one.
He is going MKB now, though.
He has 2 half items. He just needs to build one of them into an actual item.
I think I would have agreed with that if he hadn't gone the BKB, but I think he can't afford the time it would take to finish one of them. He needs this MKB. Yeah. He recognized that the Dusa is too hard to kill right now.
Yeah, the Dusa does have Butterfly. It helps him against Butterfly. But even Mjolnir would help against that just because it gives you the attack speed.
Sheer number of hits, yeah.
Yeah, and Maelstrom also has the Javelin in it, so 30% chance to pierce. I know it's not MKB where you have the 70%?
80?
80%, yeah, 80% chance to pierce, but you still have 30% chance. I feel like you might just want to get yourself some attack speed.
Chrono almost off cooldown. I think they're recognizing that MTL's been off the map for a little while now. They might they might scout
this. In the area. They do have an idea that this is going on.
They find the Forgeling, but
Are they going to be in time? Old Ramen.
Oh, Ramen's just running in. Is it going to be in time? They get stunned up. No, they're not going to be able to with this global suns along with the chronosphere on top of the Deuce. They're doing so much damage. Is they going to be able to get it? Oh, but the cataclysm is going to come out. So much damage. Faceless Void also goes down, but it's 3 for 2 right now. Jester doing as much damage as possible with the literal buyback onto the Shadow Shaman.
Kino just pops these buybacks for free all the time.
Dude, this Roshan's so low, they cannot leave the area. They both need to take it, but neither of them have their like best Roshan heroes. Dusa and Void are dead. Kino's here. Oh, he still has his snakes.
Are they gonna? Is Grin gonna be able to scout out Kino?
They're trying their best. They want to kill this. They want to kill this guy so bad. I don't think they're going to be able to. Kino on the back line. He's just going to throw the snakes. They're going to try and just kill the Roshan. Maybe no. They're trying to kill off the silencer with the snakes. Kino's going to go down, but so is the silencer.
Roshan's going to a summer home. He's going to a summer home.
City's trying to go down with him, but he gets pulled by the Lich. He's making a break for it. Says Kino. He is, but Jester. It looks like he's going to go down.
Is Aelirath going to go for the Rosh?
Aelirath is getting a lot of damage. Double kill.
Swag's going to get the Rosh for free.
Lucky
They're not going to be. Aelirath kept the Rosh alive for his team.
Oh my gosh, Aelirath, do they have vision? They do.
He might die here, but this is you're completely fine with this.
Roshan. Oh my god, what an insane Roshan fight.
Aelirath might have went down there, but he's completely happy with that. He saved his team from losing the Rosh. He kept Smoke occupied so long that they were able to respawn, freely TP to the outpost and grab Rosh.
I hate
like
to
they're going
say
to
it,
get Roshis.
But what did that BKB do? You didn't pop it and you still died. Like he didn't pop it, but he didn't die to anything that like stunned him. He died just to sheer pure damage and sheer right click. I don't get what this BKB does for the Faceless.
I think the biggest issue with that fight there was the Mars blinking in, or not even blinking in, walking in, getting Hex before he's able to get his BKB ulti off.
Yeah, if he had gotten that, it would have been a lot better. He would have caught 4, but I mean, it was still a really good fight.
Kino with a heck of a player on the pit just to ensure that Old Ramen's not able to do anything. I think you just gotta. I think we'll see if Old Ramen takes notes from that last fight and pre-pops his BKB for the next fight when he's gonna walk in. But this time, unlike the last fight, he does have a blink now, though.
Yeah, he did pick that up at the end of the last fight.
I mean,
so that was the Cataclysm reveal for the Invoker as well. Yeah.
What's this Medusa got going on? She's almost done with her Disperser, then she's going back for a Daedalus. So this Medusa's gonna be able to pump out quite a bit of damage. And then we do have an Ags now on the Jakiro. I don't know if that's new or not.
I think he picked it up at the end of the last fight as well. He got a lot of gold from
so we have
killing off a couple heroes.
Yeah, we have a bunch of big items coming out for Grin Smoke despite losing the Roche. Game's still relatively even.
This Shaman is so fucking dead in the backlines. He got solo ulted. He's going to go down.
At
the same time,
Creep!
He's able to get the jump off. But now, getting chased, Global Silence comes out, but Dusa's just in. He's just gonna go in. I mean, Cream, he's gonna get gone. He's gonna get blink stunned. He's gonna get slowed up. Are they gonna be able to get the damage? He's able to get the time walk off in the back line, but
Cream is living by the edge of
He's gonna go down here. He has no way of getting out.
He has one more jump.
Okay.
The Blink Mars.
Arena. The damage is too much for this Dragon Knight, and now they're trapped inside the arena. The EMP again
is really
causing
low.
some space.
He supports her.
Supports the spear back again, though. Oh my god.
High ground defense by Smoke there.
Old Ramen. Now he is the one carrying the team on his back.
Milweezy, since you're just tuning in, MTL did win game 1. MTL won game 1. They had a carry lifestealer that did a lot of work on the side of Swag. So yeah, MTL won game 1. Ooh. You seen what I'm seeing on this Silencer?
going the refresher.
Don't. It's just an illusion, boys. Relax.
Deuce is almost out of mana. She was really low mana.
She does have Aegis, though.
She does have Aegis. No, yeah, okay, yeah, she didn't die. That's right. I forgot. Faceless Void does not give a fuck about her, though. The blink, though, onto the Shaman. They throw out the snakes. They throw out the Deuce ult. Jakiro walks into it. He might just die here before getting anything off. He has a Force Staff. He might try to turn around, throw his ult onto the Deuce, but again,
does have blink here really soon. He might be looking to blink stun somebody.
Lucky Day throws out his ult. They don't really want to run through that. It is pure damage. So they are able to get a couple of big ults out, and they're able to mostly run away.
Just trying to run away. Here, San's gonna get caught though.
Ihara's, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, Ihara's
is it
dead.
Ira?
I don't know. Ira-san, it's probably Ihara. You're probably right. I mean, Smoke was just trying to get out of dodge there. I mean, they could have got everybody out, but you just have to sacrifice your silencer for that.
Yeah. It's ridiculous how short of a cooldown Jakiro Macropyre is, really. Like, 70 seconds for a 15-second pure damage ultimate is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Aegis pop on Dusa, who has slowed down quite a bit. She hasn't been farming as much. She is finished with Disperser, working towards a Daedalus next, but...
MTL does have to be careful about this Smoke high ground. It is... very scary. It is very scary to push up into, especially if they have their Zeus up. That's the only reason they got this tier 3, is because they happen to find Ham City's Zeus all alone.
That was 10 minutes ago, by the way. In 10 minutes, they haven't been able to like come anywhere close. Well, they did come close to high ground, but they died. They died for it.
Smoke's slowed this game down a lot into their favor. I mean, it was looking to get scary and out of control, and then they just relaxed.
You know, ordinarily, I don't like Zeus Shard, but I think it's really good this game because it doesn't care if the attacks hit. It'll always throw an Arc Lightning at Dusa.
Yeah. Helps your high ground defense.
Yeah.
And it's really good against DK as well, because that hero just goes Menta.
And speaking of DK, he is now finished up with his Ag Scepter, so
Cream
Black Dragon out.
Cream is able to steal the MTO Wisdom Rune.
That's good for him.
Cream's got oh wow, he has the MKB completed.
He's finished with it. I think he's trusting his team to prevent this high ground, but neutral Jester dies to the Tormentor.
The Tormy special. Tormy. No, MTL won game 1, guys. Yeah. MTL won it, not GRIN. GRIN was in control for a lot of the game, and then MTL took a bunch of good fights back to back, and GRIN ended up losing game 1 to MTL. So it's 1-0 MTL in this series so far.
Smoke out here from GRIN. The only hero showing is this Faceless Void. They might run into this Dusa. That's the hero you want to find. If you're able to get the stun off, but she has a silence. She's able to get her ult off. Turn away. Are they going to be able to get anything out of this now? I don't believe so. But the Chronosphere on the backline with the help and the stun. But the Faceless Void, he is able to pop the BKB and he lives. He kills off Swag with that newly picked up MKB, and the Thunder God's Wrath finishes off Kino.
Cream almost died there because he didn't pop his BKB. He almost died to the Cataclysm Shackles combo, but just not quite enough damage to burst that Void from full to 0.
They don't have a creep wave though. They might not be able to get this tower if because their creep wave is so far.
I mean, Medusa and Invoker are dead for a minute, so they probably get this tier 2. It's quarter HP, so it's probably relatively free.
But they're gonna have to look back at their own racks because Dragon Knight's up here splitting.
I mean, that's kind of what you got to do on this MTL side. You just kind of got to hope that you can pull Smoke back to their own base, just because you start threatening it.
That's exactly what it's gonna do.
You have old Ramen here. I mean, it's off lane versus off lane. It looks like GRIN's gonna respect the Invoker Medusa coming up without their Mars, which is probably the right. Actually, it's not probably the right call. It is the right call.
About a minute and a half on Roshan spawning too, so maybe they want to try and set up bottom for that here in a little bit.
And because new item picked up by Cream, after winning that last fight, he is able to get the Mjolnir.
Does have the Mjolnir there, so he's actually going to just be outputting so much damage now. I'd like to. You can't disassemble. Oh no, you can still disassemble mask. I'd like to see him pick up a Satanic, disassemble the mask for Satanic.
Yeah, you have enough right click already. You don't really need the. You already have enough attack speed, so you don't really need the mask anymore.
If he doesn't go Satanic, I'd like to see Scotty, but we'll see what his next decision is.
You can always sell the power treads on Void.
Yeah, the jumping is fine. Especially once you get the oh well, he didn't take the he took the 80 attack speed during Chrono, but once you get to level 27 or 29, sorry.
I mean, that's the right build. He's going the right build on the Void. You just have to. That's what you do when you hit the 20 on Void. You get the 80 attack speed, and then anybody who you at all catch in Chrono is just their life is forfeit no matter what, just because you attack so quickly.
Old Ramen here, bottom lane, along with a couple other heroes. They might. It's not really the hero.
Oh,
Miss Chrono!
What a blink out by the Void.
Dragon Knight gets away. What unfortunate.
Cream tried to make a big play there on the DK, try to catch him out. They did have him under. No, they did have him under.
Mid lane, Zeus gets blinked on. He's going to get stunned up at least once. Is he going to get stunned up twice? They can throw out the global silence. However, the damage coming out from the wall
just
melts down. And now Deuce is trying to get ahead, but I don't think she's going to find anything here. She might be able to find the silencer. Blink in onto the Dragon Knight. The Old Ramen in some trouble now.
Secondary
the global silence comes out, but I think you just need to get to your high ground.
Yeah,
you don't have Chronosphere. You just lost your second global silence. So
that miss Chrono just might be the opening MTL needs to get back into this game.
Absolutely.
It was starting to look desperate for them. They were just kind of getting bullied, even though the game was relatively even. I mean, win probability wise, it's about dead even as you can get. Yeah, I mean, the biggest lead was GRIN not too long ago with a 65%, but the Chrono and Mars going down moved it back to 50-50. And MTL, about that 10 minutes ago, they had it 75-25, so both teams doing a little bit of throwing.
Oh my god, the damage coming out from the Zeus onto this Medusa, but the Cataclysm just absolutely obliterates and the BKB does nothing. And now they don't have their Zeus. He has buyback. He's going to have to pop it.
Chrono's still down for 40. They don't have this Chrono soon enough.
And they're not even, Basis Void's not even looking to defend. Pool comes out onto the Jakiro, but they lost half a lane for nothing.
Yeah.
They got nothing in return. They had to pop their Zeus buyback. So again, I don't get what these BKBs are meant for.
Lincoln Hex by Kino Shaman. They are the force staff the silencer away, but they're just that's another set of Rex going down. Kino could go down.
They're not going to lose anything from this.
Chrono's up, but Void's gonna not be there in time. Nobody's back in time. They just lose 2 racks.
There is a Scythe of Ice on Old Rama now, though. They lane and a half. That's not.
That is not ideal.
Zeus jumped in, Nani. Yeah, Zeus jumped in and just got obliterated.
Ham City might be the damage on his team, but you're a Zeus. You need to hide behind your Mars and Void.
I don't dude, these BKBs are so dumb in my opinion. I don't get why 3 heroes have gone them.
It's just, I think they're just respecting Aether's Invoker too much. He doesn't really care about the BKB, but it's, I guess, all the other spells Invoker puts out that they're more worried about is my only guess that I got.
Roshan is up, and they might know. They're moving towards it. 25 just got picked up on Face's Void, so 20% backtrack now. He's going to be even harder. They absolutely know now. I forgot about that little thing. Are they going to be able to get there in time?
I don't know if they're going to... Kino's courier does go down. That's his. That's half of his ag. They're not gonna get there in time. They need to go now. Swag's just gonna get another egg. Aegis.
They find the face. They find the Dragon Knight, but yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to kill him. And now your face is Void's in a lot of trouble. He didn't even pop the BKB before he went in, so that's just Chronosphere down. Now blinking in is the Dragon Knight onto this Zeus, who, I mean, he's gonna turn and try to kill. He's getting close, but no, he's not able to. The Cataclysm on the backline, they get a lot of damage done, but not be able to kill anything. The Invoker gets caught into the arena. They're not able to get any damage onto him though. Buyback comes out from Kino on the Shadow Shaman. He's going to be able to run back in. The Faceless Void's almost able to take down the Lich, but not able to. The EMP once again pulling Dusa on the backlines, doing a lot of damage, but now he's all alone. And there's a Faceless Void here who wants to eat your soul. He is able to pop the Aegis. Is anybody around? There's no one around to really help him. They're TPing out onto the Mars, though.
DK
saying,
does
no,
buy back.
Do not want this fight anymore. Are they going to be able to get out? BKB TP comes out onto the Zeus, but it's so much damage. Are they going to get it? No! So close. He lives with like 20 HP. Or the rest of the team needs to get out.
Full retreat is being called by Smoke. Everybody, Crave, you're getting too greedy, young man. Run!
Oh no. Is he going to be found?
No,
he's
fine.
He's not.
He is barely fine. That fight went here, there, and everywhere.
It was a very mixed up fight.
Is this gonna be? Oh, they don't have the Aegis. Kino's gonna go down. Oh no, he has a big Lotus to pop.
They are gonna lose another tower though. They lose a tower for nothing. They get a few wards in return, but that's the last tier 3 tower. So you got a lane and a half remaining as your defense before you get mega'd. So now, the split push that Dragon Knight's been able to output is just going to be even worse now. However, actually, Scythe of Ice is actually a really great item choice because you can just kill off at least one of the illusions very quickly.
Yeah.
Void gets half of his mana burnt there.
We have double refresher being queued up by...
Oh, the Chrono. The Chrono, is it going to come out in time? They don't need it. They kill 2 immediately. Those 2 heroes don't have 5. They get the Chrono. Oh, no, to the Dusa. But she has her ult out. Is it going to be enough to save her life? Attacking the wrong one. The Cataclysm, the damage is insane. But it's not enough. The Dusa still goes down, but so does Space's Point. They find the Invoker. Is it going to be enough? He has an Invis. Is it going to be enough? No. Thanks to the Zeus vision, they get the kill. Triple kill for Zeus. 4 dead, 1 buyback.
I mean, if you're Cream, you're completely happy with that trade. It's 3 for you, and you're able to get the Chrono out. You're able to kill the Medusa. You're completely ecstatic for your team. That's a massive swing gold-wise in the favor of GRIN Smoke. What's it do in terms of win probability? Still 50-50. Anybody's game, really.
Valve appreciates the Dusa too much.
I mean, Valve also appreciates Void a lot too. So I think it's, you got 2 hyper late gamers, and plus it's also 50-50 due to MTL having broken that high ground already plenty of times.
Yeah. Huge gold lead though, 13k. It's not that much considering it's almost 50 minutes into the game, but
and you also forced out the Invoker buyback and were able to get out scot-free because of it.
Yep. Mid tier 3 is at about half HP, but it's not a tier 3, and now a line is being drawn. We do not cross the river, says Silencer.
Hirasan, yeah. Big thing though is the refresher timer coming out from both the Mars and Void. I mean,
that's gonna be massive.
That's GRIN's kind of putting MTL on a timer if they're able to get both of these refreshers up at a decent time. One bad fight and game's just done.
Void needs a little bit more gold to be able to have both buyback and the refresher.
Yeah, I think Mars has his buyback. If he just sells the Soul Ring, he can buy it out, I believe.
What he's doing right now, he's sending Crow to Secret Shop. So yeah, he's gonna buy out.
MTL is grouped up, smoked bottom, looking for something, but they're not gonna find anything. As Grin's on the opposite side of the map. We do have one of the refreshers coming out. We got the Mars refresher. So we got
That in and of itself is a big deal. That's going to be so cataclysmic for
here we have double
these
arena,
fights.
double scythe, double BKB on old ramen.
Hachiko just going to throw his dragons at the range rack zone. Likely going to be able to get it.
Just be annoying as possible. That's all he's doing.
It is really nice that this Hex destroys illusions instantly, because he would have gotten it if he didn't have it. He'd still might yeah, they're still gonna lose it, but wouldn't have been as close.
Oh, we got a we got an Aghanim on the Lich.
Yeah.
And then we got the we got the Daedalus coming out from Swag's Medusa.
Oh, and a lot of damage being done to old Ramen. He's getting really low. He's running into the meteor.
He does have buyback though. He does have buyback.
They're gonna have to throw it out immediately. Faces Void. It wants to go in on this Dragon Knight, but they just lose the lane now. Mid Rax is their only mid melee. Is their only lane remaining.
Void needs to be careful.
At Global Silence, Void goes down. He dies to the damage of Hachiko.
But Chico and Swag teaming up.
The double Mars ult doing a lot, but is it going to be enough to get the Faces Void back in time?
We got the Chrono.
They get the Chrono onto one, but he loses all his mana. And he gets used. Is he going to be able to do anything? He's going to die back.
That's going to be GG.
Ultra kill for Swag, who's just manning up and getting a
Rampage. Oh,
Swag. That's the game. It has to be. They're going to try and buy back and defend with the Zeus, but
you had such a great high ground defense, but you gotta. I mean, you buy the BKBs and you're just not popping them in time. They got 100 seconds to try to stave this game off. That that heavily lost fight for GRIN. Just they wasted 4 buybacks and had 2 diebacks. That's a heavy investment that just solidified MTL's game here. That is not what you want to do on the side of GRIN.
You know the craziest thing about that fight? I don't think Lich even got his ult off.
No. It's I mean, he's been dead for a while, so I don't know. I don't think he even got it off. He just died.
They're doing a lot of damage here to this Dragon Knight, but I mean, he's willing to die for this last lane, which it gets low.
But not gonna get low enough. MTL they probably could have just forced the issue. There's no Void, no Mars. It's only Zeus to defend this last Rax.
They were down their Dusa, though. She had to run all the way back to base. Or, well, she TP'd back eventually, but... Oh, man. This game can still go either way, though. That's the craziest thing, because if they're able to kill this Dusa, if they're able to kill this Dragon Knight, it's easy. They just gotta kill one of those 2 heroes at the start of the fight.
Mars queuing up that Revenant's Brooch. Feels like his team doesn't do enough damage, so he needs to do something.
By the way, Zeus has a Divine Rapier.
Huh?
Zeus has a Divine Rapier.
Okay. I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures.
He does a fuck ton of magic damage now, though.
I mean, he has 1,000 damage crit, so...
Oh no, he gets used.
I mean, the Zeus has 4k HP, though.
So, Shaman just gets obliterated, but they lose the lane, right? But they lose the Zeus as well! Chronosphere, it was expended, but they lose the Zeus, who doesn't have buyback. They drop the...
And the Rapier's down, too.
But they also lost the lane. They lost the lane. They...
Green?
Link onto the...
Oh, no!
Who gets Cataclysm? He's dead. No buyback either. They're doing so much. The Dragon Knight, the Cataclysm. This could be the end of GRIN Smoke. Dragon Knight just too goddamn strong. They even nerfed this hero in the past 2 patches. Buybacks onto the Shaman. Buyback onto the Medusa. They're TPing into the outpost. The Mars goes down. The Jakiro goes down. And the...
You hear a song and a dream. That's all they have
He's
left.
trying to pick up the rapier. He does. He picks up the rapier. He's pulling it back to his base, but
His team's
it
not gonna be.
doesn't matter.
His team's not gonna be up in time. This is just GG. It's gonna be 2-0 for the side of Grin Scythe. Not Grin Scythe. MTL against Grin Smoke. Sorry, a little bias came out. Sorry.
Letting out that you're part of GRIN, and that is going to be the game 2-0 MTL.
MTL. I'm gonna message Kino really quick. So give me a moment.
No problem.
So we can talk about the game here in a moment. Let me just send a message to Kino, and then we'll see if I can get him for a winner's interview.
Well done, MTL. It looked dicey both games, but you were able to pull it back. This game 2 was especially interesting to watch.
Let me add key one moment.
Freddy followed you.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I see it. All right, let me shift tab back in really quick. Why is it not wanting to? Okay. So MTL, both games they were behind kill wise.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter. They won both fights, both games. Ham City doing the best he could on the Zeus. He went 26-8.
I don't think there's anything more he could have done, honestly.
I mean, you buy the BKBs on Old Rum and Ham City and Cream, but you're popping them super late. That this Aelarath Invoker just eats your mana with the EMP, and you just have nothing left.
Yeah. I do have to say, I think the MVP of the game 2 is the Dragon Knight. He made all the right plays.
Yeah.
Like, just...
Perfect blink and stuns. I mean, game 1, Swag was your MVP. Game 2, DK's your MVP. I mean, Aelarath had a great game on the Invoker. He's a Grandmaster on it for a reason, but your other cores picked your team up in both games to allow you to win.
Absolutely.
Let me grab Kino really quick. You can
real quick. I gotta say, very well fought by GRIN Smoke. At both games, you came out of the laning phase a little behind. You picked yourselves back up. You had great team fights. You had to capitalize on the team fight victories. Every time you guys won a team fight, you guys were going back to the jungle. You were going back to just farming, and that's not what you guys needed to do. You needed to be able to push after those team fights.
Yeah. Let's go into a quick break, really quick. Between these games, let's just go to a quick break, really quick. Get the post-series interview set up for the teams, and we'll be right back within about like a minute or two. So we'll be we'll be right back.
Gosh.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm updating some stuff. But yeah, we'll be right back. I'm just updating some stuff for the post-game screen, and then we will be back here in like maybe a minute or two. I just have to get the winner interview set up for you guys. All right, welcome back, guys. This is AD2L Challenger League. This was Mary Todd Lincoln versus GRIN Smoke. Basically, the first place team versus the tied for second, one of the many teams tied for second place for this Challenger League. I know this is Keno. I don't know how many seasons Keno's been the captain of an MTL stack, but I know he's been a captain for a long time. In talking with him before this, I think this was the org's best season overall, with them going yeah, you guys went 12-2. We have Keno here for the captain of MTL. So we're gonna be interviewing him. We're gonna let him talk, explain. We're gonna ask him a couple questions there from there on and forth. Basically the same interview you guys have seen plenty of times. But yeah, Keno, great series overall. You guys didn't lead the kills at all in either game, but you guys took great fights around like the 23 minute mark both games that Grinsmoke just died on all their heroes after you guys had great execution, and you guys were able to snowball that 23 minute mark team fight that you guys won into later game team fight victories. It seemed that after losing that 20-minute fight both games, Grinsmoke just kind of put their head in the sand and didn't know what to do after that. Um, I know my co-caster here, Arrow, and myself in game one, our MVP was Swag, and then in game two, our MVP was I don't know his
Dragon
name.
Knight.
Yeah, the DK. I'm Tyler. Your dad is here, but yeah, Tyler and Swag were your MVPs for both game and game two, in our opinions. Game one, I know you guys didn't. You guys had a lot better laning stage than them. I know you played like a minor psychopath on your Shadow Shaman. You kept running at Grin Smoke without your blink, without anything. And you're just kind
Yeah,
of forcing yourself into them. Is that
I
how you usually play? I know that you have a Timber Saw and a Clockwork that can play in front of you, but you seem to be the one that started to initiate all the fights as soon as you got your Blink Tiger on Shadow Shaman. Both games, was that a individual call or was that a team call for you to be the team fight starter?
Wow, that was an extremely long question.
Yeah, sorry.
Um, I'm gonna let's see. First off, well played to Ahara-san and Grimsmoke, and it was also cool to see Ham City again because we have played against him in the past. He's kind of an old school Grim Smoker. Um, I don't know. I'm always kind of a psycho on my heroes. I don't have any fear of death. Maybe I should. I don't know. But yeah, no. I always play with a lot of deaths, and I don't care. I think the thing that really won us that series was that and made us do really well this whole regular season is simply that we would kind of discuss it beforehand, and we kind of had a vision of like what our path to victory is, or maybe at least I had a vision of our path to victory, and I don't know if would explain it super well every time, but either way, like I could see the path to victory, and we followed it. Like you said, we were behind in kills like the whole time. We weren't playing for kills then; we were playing to knock down towers. But in other games, like we're playing to like run at them and get kills, and other games were like making space. And so it's all about knowing what your path to victory is and being fine with it. Uh, yeah, I had every intention of just like starting fights with the or initiating pickoffs with the Shadow Shaman and not caring what happens to me. Like I will trade my life for like any one of them basically over and over again.
Yeah.
And this is actually my 16th season captaining a Mary Todd Lincoln Dota team, I believe.
And
I also had one season captaining a non-Mary Todd Lincoln Dota team.
this was your overall best season entirely in your time in AD2L as a captain, correct? Me if I'm wrong.
Um, I believe so. I don't think our other stack ever had like a better result than this. Um, I'm kind of glancing through our records right now, and yeah, it's the best. We had the season where we won Explorer, we went 10-2, and now we are 12-2. So statistically, that is better. Um, that was why it was important to us to win these two games. We've only lost to Golf Thursday this season, which is not to say that there aren't some teams out there that are certainly capable of beating us, Grin Smoke included. Like we've had plenty of close games all season. Um, but yeah.
Another question I got for you. I do know that I know it might be a little too early, but I do know that the you guys did secure the first seed, and I know the first seed has their choice of opponent out of the other, I believe, top three teams. I don't know if you can pick the second seeded team, but I know there's a lot of tiebreaker possibilities in Challenger League. Is there a team that you're specifically eyeing for the first round of playoffs that you want to play over anybody else that you possibly could? That out of all the options you potentially have for that 3-4 seed in Challenger.
Um, I don't know because I don't know who the 3-4 seed is going to be. I'm kind of looking at the results now as you started asking the questions, just like Savage Sabers and Island of the Sun, Big Dingoes and Blink Squad. Still have to get the results in. So I guess okay, so I guess we know that the 3 and 4 seed is Golf Thursday and Disciples of Cinderin. Um, Golf Thursday is the only team that beat us, so maybe it'd be cool to pick them and play against them. But then Disciples of Cinderin, we played them early on in the season, and I kind of, as best of my recollection, I get the sense that we didn't see the best version of them. Um, I don't think there was like a stand-in or anything, but I think we really hit the ground running. We did like a lot of practice before the season started, and so you can kind of tell like certain teams are still like improving as the season goes on. I mean, every team's improving as the season goes on. So I don't know. I'll have to discuss that with my team, but I think either Golf Thursday or Disciples of Ciderin will be a good tough opponent for us, regardless.
Yeah, my one last question before I hand it off to Arrow to ask you any question he has before we also call it quits. Game two, I know Ham City played the Zeus. Was there at any point in time that you were worried that Ham City might be able to carry his team out of a desperate spot that you kept putting Grid Smoke in just because he was pumping out the damage on Zeus? I mean, that's what you do on Zeus. Was there any point in time that you were worried that Ham City might be the key factor as to why this might end up being a 1-1?
Um, I personally was not, but we were actually discussing this before I came in for this interview. And like some people in our team were like pretty concerned about the Zeus, and they were like, "Oh, they might turn it around on us if like there's some good chronos and that Zeus is pumping out things." He was certainly pretty frustrating to play into as the Shadow Shaman because he was just like making me go splat pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty impressive, pretty something to be afraid of late game for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it off to Arrow and see if he has any questions for you that, because I know mine were a little bit more broad and somewhere. I'm gonna let him ask you some questions if he has anything more specific that he wants to talk about. Arrow.
So yeah, I want to get into game one draft real quick, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So I what was the draft? Let's see. So you guys banned out your heroes, and you first picked the shaman. What was your guys' thought process whenever? So you you see that they pick up a Crystal Maiden and a Mars. What was the Timbersaw pick just a comfort pick, or was it like, oh, it's fine, they don't have enough lockdown for him? Because in my mind, that was a really risky pick, um, picking the Timbersaw.
Oh, yeah, no, we liked it into the Crystal Maiden and the Mars. Uh, that was our thought process.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
think we felt that it could get out of the you were going into a strength hero, and it can get out of the arena. So
okay. Uh, last draft question for game one. Then I want to ask you one specific question about your life stealer swag. I was told before the game that Aelarath really likes weird heroes mid. Was it his call or was it your call as the drafter for the clockwork?
um he that was one of the heroes he suggested,
Okay.
and then I picked it. There were like five heroes he suggested actually, and I was kind of like, there we were debating a couple other ones, but then I just kind of made the gut call of like, I think the clockwork would do well for us because I think it would disrupt the Pangolier, and I think maybe I had some other ideas for it.
Okay.
I think that was the tipping point for me, is just to stop the Pangolier from rolling around at the
I gotta
speed it sounds with
I gotta
places
say
to
he
go.
had some very good hook shots near the later portions of the game, so I can definitely understand like your thought process there. I was just wondering because it's not a conventional hero, especially mid.
Yeah, I
So
knew he'd be good on it for
okay,
sure. Like I had complete faith that he'd be really skilled on it.
all right. Now swag. What was the what was your guys' reaction to him manning up 1v5ing and getting a kill and being able to TP out? I think it was around like the 37, 38-minute mark. You guys took a fight at your own tier 2 and it was looking to go really poorly and he made it go pretty okay.
I don't remember that one. I
All
know
right,
there are some really insane fights. I don't remember that particular one off the top of my head.
fair enough.
Really insane.
Uh as far as game 2 goes, solid draft. I loved your guys' draft. I really appreciate that you had this like super fast pace. Take as much space as you can for your Medusa. Um, I assume that was the plan all along, was just to have your four other heroes just pushing while Dusa just sits back and farms up her items and takes over the game.
Honestly, I think we kind of also just wanted to knock over some towers. I mean, yeah, we knew that Dusa would be the win condition farm priority hero, but um yeah, we were also looking to like take over the map and kind of siege.
I don't think I have any more questions about this game. There is one thing. Who do you believe in is the match MVP in your eyes this game? Or you can do, if you don't think there's a match MVP, a game MVP for both game 1 and 2.
Shit. I mean, it's
But
tough because I'm only playing one lane.
sure.
Um, I think I will just for the series. I'll make a pick for the series, and I think for the series this week, I'm going to give it to Swag, because I think we did pretty damn well in the lanes, and then he did well in the late game and everything to make it work.
All right.
That's saying that without having seen the games exactly, but I think he had some really insane plays. But I think everybody also played really well. Like Mitch Hachiko, or I guess you guys are calling him Chico, was also popping off. I think he was criminally underrated in the player standings poll. Um, but yeah, I think everybody did well. Um, I also want to say, still waiting for people to come through with some results in the Mary Todd Lincoln Laning Challenge. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but we're looking for people who think that they can make some meme builds work in the year of our Lord 2024. Looking for some people who can get some Blink Dagger anti-mage action going on. Looking for some people who can go Crit Shaker. Looking for some people who can go Refresher Orb, Wraith King. That one's particularly fun. So if anybody's interested in that, that challenge is running for about it's until 2 Saturdays from now. So hit up the MTL Discord and hit up the MTL Dota YouTube channel if you would.
I'm trying to get my my safe lane support revamped to do that with me. Trying to do it, but me and him like to play ranked too much, and playing it in ranked is a little spooky. So getting him to do it in unranked with me.
Oh, I'll absolutely go that Slardar Moonshard build. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's get let's get the GRIN organization on the Mary Todd Lincoln Pro Circuit, okay? Like, you guys are the big bad org. Let's make it happen. Let's put your money where your mouth is. Show up and win some cards.
For the
I don't know
80
if people.
for the AD2L team with the pro team too as well.
Yeah, so like, come on, let's get in. I mean, there's like anybody can play a game of Dota, but can you play some weird MTL challenges? That's the real test of your skill. So I invite everyone. It's supposed to be friendly to all skill levels. This challenge and all the tournaments we're gonna have, it's gonna be really fun. So we're doing a poker run, trying to win yourself some cards. Oh, and team fight against cancer coming up Saturday.
Oh yeah, team fight against
It's Saturday, right? Or is it Sunday?
I gotta remind myself when this is. Just
Oh God, let me look it up. Okay, hold on one
I should know this considering.
second. Okay, wait.
It is on the 10th. No, not 210. When is it?
Dude, sometimes like this is like something
Okay,
I've had
it's
to look up
on
multiple times.
the 16th. So yes, this Saturday from 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. So if you guys want to donate to a good cause, there's the Team Fight Against Cancer brought to you by Old Pot of Sins and GRIN Esports. We're putting that on together. I do know that we're having a pro match in there. We are having, I believe,
I think it's Fly versus Arteezy.
yeah, I do believe we're having Shopify Rebellion versus no, it's not. No, Fly, no.
Nouns.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it's nouns.
no. Oh yeah, Flies. I have. It's because both the supports, one went to Falcons, one went to
I can't keep track of this.
Nouns.
I've been trying to watch Pro Dota, and I'm just like, I don't know who these people are anymore.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
are.
know.
Yeah, we're having a. I think it's the third or fourth match. I do know we're having that. It's Nouns versus Shopify Rebellion. It's
Yeah,
Arteezy versus one of his old supports. I don't. I think it's Fly. No. Oh yeah,
I think it's
yeah, yeah,
Arteezy versus Fly.
yeah. It's because Kurt
So
went to
that's gonna be really
Falcon. Yeah,
cool.
it's because Kurt went to
But
Falcons. So yeah, we're
but
gonna.
either way, 3 p.m. Show up, donate to a good cause. That good cause being causing the Mary Todd Lincoln team Snowboard Kids 2 to defeat Dubu Bear and the Side Shop Enthusiasts. That's the good cause right there.
Yeah. So yeah, join the MTL laning challenge. Just join the MTL Discord. Message Kino if you can, or see if there's anybody that has that for you. And then this Saturday, join the Team Fight Against Cancer. If you're on AD2L, they're gonna drop the link. Just join that. So yeah, just join the Team Fight Against Cancer. Do the MTL laning challenge, and thank you guys for joining. I think the next time I'll be live is sometime this week or weekend because I'll probably end up doing some meme stuff with Warrior League. We're also the 1 seed there with Grin Scythe. We're gonna be picking our first round opponent. So that's what we'll be doing. I don't know. We got MTL, and you guys are in the Team Fight Against Cancer. So go support MTL and the Team Fight Against Cancer. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your night. Thank you for watching. Da, da, da. Let me do that and that. Why is it not playing?